Good evening and welcome to Wildcat Stadium. It is time for Lovington Wildcat football here on Z94 KZOR, the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm TJ Miracle. Dawn Morgan will be joining us fieldside here in just a little while. She was on assignment earlier and is making her way to the stadium. Braden Cooper be running our camera tonight. Manny V keeping an eye and an ear on things, and is our engineer and producer back at One Radio Square. As the teams come out onto the field, this is an abbreviated version of your Stone Oilfield Services pregame show as the Cats break onto the field wearing the home blue jerseys with the white pants, the white letters and numbers, and of course the white hats with Cats in script on the side. For the Mayfield Trojans, they are in the road white unis, the all whites with the very dark green letters and numbers, the yellow helmets with the green M on the side of it. Both teams looking to get back into the win column after last week, a tough one here at Wildcat Stadium last Friday night as the Cats dropped one to the Artesia Bulldogs 57-21. And last week, Mayfield also losing. They lost to Deming 29-27. For Lovington, though, you're still number 2 in the state. You are still 5-1 overall on the season, still 2-1 in district. And things still looking pretty good for Coach Bailey's Cats. You just got to put last week behind you and worry about what's in front of you for the rest of the season. For the visiting Trojans under head coach Gary Bradley, they come in at 2-4 overall on the year. They are 1-2 in district, and they're trying to get back into the district race. They are still in the Max Preps and coaches polls, number 6 though in Class 5A, and for many, many years, Mayfield is the team that really carried the banner for Las Cruces and far southern New Mexico. So expecting a great game here tonight. So the Cats, again, just put last week behind you and move on. Even though only got 21 points on the board, they did still have some really good things. Matthew Prudencio threw for 314 yards. The Cats getting nearly 400 yards in that contest. They clicked off 19 first downs, and, just a lot of things. It just didn't break the way of the Cats last week, but you put that behind you, and you get ready to see what can happen here tonight as the team's lining up for the national anthem. So we will take a timeout and come back and kick this one off. This has been your Stone Oilfield Services pregame report here on Z94 KZOR Hobbs Lovington. Back for the kickoff as Wildcat football continues in a moment. And welcome back to Lovington Wildcat football here on Z94 KZOR Hobbs Lovington, the Z94 KZOR app. the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm TJ Miracle. Don Morgan will be joining us fieldside here in just a few minutes. Braden Cooper running our camera for us tonight as we get ready for Homecoming 2024. A little bit of an early start, of course, with the travel concerns for the Trojans, as Abigail Schaus will be shadowing us tonight, coming over and joining us from the band. Nice job out there as the Trojans won the toss and elected to receive, and so we will get the early look at Mayfield's offense. Not sure who their quarterback is going to be. They've got a couple listed, and they've got a couple that have shown up in game reels and things. They do not put their stats online, so not sure who we are going to be seeing as the main guys for Mayfield. For the Wildcats, all about getting your big guns in, winning at the point of attack. Don't get pushed around at the line of scrimmage, and everything should be good to go. Get back in the win column and go into the bye week on a high. So here we go as Aranda gets ready to kick it away. The Cats will be moving from the right to the left. That is the south to the north on your radio dial and also on your TV screens as we are ready to go as Friday night kicks off here in Lovington. It is a short kick this time, going to go into no man's land. It bounces off of the bounce. It'll be taken by one of the backmen. He's got a huge hole up the middle. Lovington closes it quickly and will bring him down at the 31-yard line, as bringing that one out was Zayden Salcido. Good stop inside by the Wildcat D-men and their gunners, Mian Bustillos, in on that stop, as was Joaquin Vasquez. So it'll be first down and 10 for the Mayfield Trojans as they will start things off with the ball first. We are underway under the Friday night lights, and it looks like we will have Luke Lynham as the starting quarterback. He'll come out in the shotgun, going to have a single back in the backfield with him. And if he'll turn around, I will catch his number. So Lynham is the quarterback with the single running back, two receivers to the left side, twin tight ends on the right. Lynham waits for it. It'll be a good snap. He will hand it off in a little hesitation move, and squirting through the middle and going through is going to be number 11, Anthony Nevades. So Nevades gets 7 on the first carry, and it'll be second down and 3. So just put it right up the gut. So second down and 3 for the Trojans on their opening drive from the 37-yard line as Nevades takes it left side, and Lovington will wrap him up and driving backwards. The Cats defense doing a great job that time, being led by Alex Rivera on that far side. They'll give him forward progress of a yard, and that'll bring up third down and 2. So third down and 2 to go for the Mayfield Trojans. Just underway, Homecoming 2024. Cats put 3, make that 4 men across the front. 2 receivers to the left, 2 tight ends to the right. Lennon in the shotgun and fakes the handoff on the end around, and he'll just take it himself and bull forward and pick up 4 yards on the quarterback keeper. So Lennon ends in an in, and so he'll pick up 4, and it'll be a first down for the Mayfield Trojans on their opening drive of the game. Get it out to the 44-yard line, still inside their own territory. Minute 20 gone here in the first. Lennon from the shotgun. He will hand it off. Navarez, a little hesitation move, waits for a hole, finds one, squirts through it before the Lovington linemen come in and bring him down. He's going to pick up 5 on the play. It'll be second down and 5. It's right in the middle, Kyler Reeves and Valente Herrera sliding over to that right side and bringing him down. Coming out the exact same set from the far hash mark. Lennon waits the snap, hands it off again as Lennon to Nevades, and he will snake forward. Going to be very close to the first down before the secondary and Dallas Cardenas come down and hit him first. It'll be a pickup of 4 on the play, and it'll be third down and 1. I can get the score bug to cooperate with me. So third down and 1 as Mayfield just looks like they're going to be content to run it right down the Cats' throat. Lennon will take it himself on the sweep to the left side, and he'll fall forward to about the Wildcat 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the quarterback keeper, and it'll be a new set of downs for the Mayfield Trojans. It's one thing the Cats have had maybe a little bit of trouble this year with is stopping the run. And Mayfield looks like they're going to be content to just do exactly that, just try and cram it right down the Wildcats' throat. Move the ball right down the field. Twins to the left, 2 tight ends on the right side. Luke Lennon is the quarterback. Nevadas on his left shoulder, waits on it, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. He is hit at the line and dropped on the designed quarterback keeper. No gain on the play as coming over and making the stop for the Wildcats. Patrick Sanchez coming over from his safety position and bringing him down. No gain, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. Now Mayfield going to change formations. They're going to go quads. Twins left, twins right. Nevada stays in the backfield with Lennon. From the shotgun, 2nd down and 10 from the Wildcat 40. 8:51 remaining here in the first quarter. Lennon barks out the play. Good snap. Hands it off and starting left and coming back right, and flags all over the place. Yeah, we're going to have a face mask on there. It'll be a pickup of 11 for Nevadas. The question is, will it be incidental or are they going to call the personal foul? It'll be on Lovington. They went high as Nevadas went low. I think they're going over to ask Coach Bradley if he wants to just accept the play, which means it's probably the incidental type. If it is, it'll be a pickup. It'll be enough for the 1st down. They spot the ball right at the 30. I have a feeling he is going to decline it as we will wait and see what the White Hat has to tell us here. And it'll be face mask on the Wildcats. Didn't see if he had the personal foul. Wow, they're going to tack that one on to the end of the play, and so Nevadas will get the 10, and then they will tack an additional 15 on. Ouch, I didn't think that was supposed to be that way, but okie dokie. So a 15-yard personal foul penalty takes Mayfield inside the Lovington red zone all the way down to the Cat 15-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10 from the Cat red zone. Twins to the left and twins to the right. After they tack the 15 yards onto the end of it. And, yeah, coming out and asking about it is Coach Josh Bailey. Yeah, I think you can either take 15 yards from the line of scrimmage or you can take the result of the play. I don't think you get to tack 15 onto the end of it. And I think Coach Bailey has got a legitimate question down there because I don't know how they're explaining it. That should not be tacked onto the end because it did not come at the conclusion of the play. It wasn't unsportsmanlike conduct. It wasn't anything else. They did call it the personal foul variety. But the White Cap says, nope, we decided we're tacking it onto the end. You'll just have to live with it, Coach. No, I happen to agree. I don't think that is quite right, but I guess we will check in. Ty, if you're listening, send me a clarification on that. Twins left, twins to the right. Lovington shows blitz. Lennon waits for it. Fakes the handoff, looks left, has to tuck it under pressure. Comes back up the middle across the 5. Stretches out. He is inside the 5 down to the 3-yard line before the Wildcats. And Gutierrez will finally bring him down. It's a pickup of 12 for Lennon. And it'll be 1st and goal for Mayfield as they have just marched the ball right down on the Wildcat defense. 1st and goal from the 3. Lennon keeps it himself. He is hit in the backfield, and he is dropped on the attempted quarterback keeper as Valente Herrera swam around his man and went in and knocked him down. It'll be a loss of 1 as Val knocked him down, and it'll be 2nd and goal from the 4. Great job there by the Lovington line. So 2nd and goal from the 4-yard line. Wildcat defense trying to hold as Mayfield has just marched it right down the field. 7:50 remaining in the first. Lennon goes up under center in a wishbone look. He will hand it off and getting right to the goal line. He's going to be short. It'll be a pickup of 3. Let's see who he handed that one off to. As that handoff went to number 2, Andres Gary. So it'll be a pickup of 3 for Garay, and now it'll be 3rd and goal from the 1. So 3rd and goal from the 1 as Lennon will just take it in himself, and he will go in the left side, is stopped at the line. And they are going to say he is short as the Wildcat front line moves over and knocks him down. Great job sliding down the line by Damian Munoz. It'll be no gain by Lennon, and it'll be 4th and goal from the 1. Definitely go time for Coach Bradley and his Trojans as the Wildcat faithful on their feet making some noise. As up under center, Lennon with the wishbone look behind him. Got to think he's just going to go tush push. No, he will hand it off and going over the left side and into the end zone this time as they will punch it through. As let's see who got the touchdown. I'm going to say that was Nevadas from 1 yard out, and just like that, the Cats will trail this one 6-0 with the point after to come. So on to attempt the point after. For the Trojans, it'll be Dominguez. Snap is good, hold is good, the kick is up, and it is good. And with 6:46 remaining here in the first quarter, it is Mayfield 7, Lovington waiting on their first possession. We're back in a minute as Wildcat football continues on KZOR. On the opening possession of the ball game, the Trojans drive it right down the field and into the end zone and take 5 minutes and 15 seconds off the clock. The point after is good on the 1 yard touchdown dive by Nevadas. And so Lovington with their first possession of the game as Dominguez will tee it up at the 40. As he will come up and they will kick it short. And if you're Lovington, just let that one go out of bounds. Yep, as Mayfield going for the Gunners right up the middle. That can be dangerous with Lovington's speed. Is Lovington going to make them re-kick it on the 5 yard, move them back 5 yards and re-kick? Or are they going to just take the ball out at the 25 yard line? And Lovington's moving back like they are going to make them re-kick it, and that is exactly what they're going to do. So it'll be the out-of-bounds kickoff penalty. So they'll move them back to the 35 yard line, and we will do it again. I'm TJ Miracle. Dawn Morgan will be joining us shortly on her way in from assignment down in Hobbs this afternoon. Braden Cooper running our camera. Abigail Schau shadowing. And Manny V producing and engineering back at One Radio Square. Evie Stuber keeping an eye and an ear on everything. So our score 7-0 as the Trojans just took it right down the field. Lovington had some good stops on the drive, but not able to really contain, at least on that first drive, the Trojan running game. So Dominguez will tee it up again. Lovington sends a couple guys back, and they will kick this one short into no man's land. Going to let it bounce. And it gets by Lovington, and just having to pick it up is Gutierrez. He will move and get it out past the 20 and get it up to the 22-yard line. You've got to take that one the second it bounces and just fall on it, or if you can get it on the hop, do it and take it up the field, or that becomes dangerous. So now it'll be the Wildcats' turn, trailing 7-0. 6:41 remaining here in the first. Homecoming 2024 from Wildcat Stadium on the blue turf at Brian Urlacher Field. The Trojan defense will trot on out, nose the ball at the Wildcat 22-yard line. So the Cats will come out, 3 receiver set. They'll send Elijah Rivero off by himself to the right side, Twins to the left. Good snap, handed off. Cardenas, big hole up the middle. He's across the 30, out to about the 33-yard line. Make it the 34. Pick up a 12 for Dallas and move the chains. First down, Wildcats. Good blocking up front, Lovington. I think that's a bit of a statement that says, all right, you want to run it down our throat? We can do the exact same thing. Winning at the point of attack. We talked about it in the pregame show. Twins to the left side, single receiver to the right again. They'll just line them up on the left. Single back in the backfield again is Cardenas. Good snap. Fake the handoff, though. The wide receiver screen to Olguin. A little stutter step and run out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Knocked out by Josiah Villegas. It'll be a pickup of It's going to be close to the first down. I'm going to say he was short of the 45, but yep, it'll be enough. It'll be a 10-yard completion on the wide receiver screen to Olguin and move the chains. First down, Lovington. 2 plays, 2 first downs. You got to like that. 6:20 remaining here in the first. Move the chains for the Wildcats. Deep back this time behind is Cardenas. Starts it right, brings it back left, crosses the 45, out to the 47-yard line. Pick up a 3 for Dallas, where he is brought down by the interior of the line, and a number 6 sliding over to help out. We don't have a number 6 on the roster. They do put names on the back of them. I'll see if I can pick up who that might have been. I believe Jacob Gomez also in on that stop. So it'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Wildcats. Still on their own side of the 50, but driving. Send a man in motion. That is Reeves to the left side. Fake the handoff, throw the screen to Reeves. He'll cross the 50, gets a block to the 40, and cut down at the knees inside Mayfield territory at the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 18 yards on the another screen to Kyler Reeves and move the chains. First down, Wildcats. The Cats doing a fantastic job so far, moving the ball, spreading it out. Now they are on the Mayfield side of the 50 from the Trojan 35-yard line. First down and 10. Trailing 7-0, 5.5 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. When you keep it on the ground and keep it in bounds, things tend to move pretty fast. Twins to the left, twins to the right. Cameron Ochoa checks in. He is the deep back. Fake the handoff to Cameron under pressure. Toss it underneath to Cameron. He's got it. He's got a seam on the right side. Heads to the right sideline. Crosses the 25. Stiff arms a man and is out at the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the completion to Cameron Ochoa. Welcome back, Cam. And move the chains. First down, Wildcats. Their 4th first down of the drive. And thank you, Braden. As he was letting me know that some of the jerseys don't have names, and that's probably one of them that doesn't, knowing my luck. So it'll be first down and 10 on the first down. Wildcats inside the Trojan red zone from the 20. Trips left side, single receiver right. Fake the handoff, now option, pitch it to Cam. He's going to sweep it out to the left. Gets a block, he's to the 10 and cut down at the knees as he picks up 10 yards on the option pitch, and that should be enough for first and goal Wildcats. We will have to see where they spot it for sure. But Cam Ochoa got knifed down as he got his legs cut out from under him by Leland Salmons. And they're going to say he was, he's right at the 10, and we do have a player down on the near sideline. Certainly hope that that's not Cam, as dangerous as Mayfield has gone for the knees a couple of times. I don't think it's intentional. I think it's just kind of the way it all works. Desperate to try and keep him from going out, as helping up Cameron as he will get up and off under his own power. A little bit of a hitch in his giddy up, but I think Cam's going to be okay. Hopefully he'll be able to come back at some point. Of course, you don't want to push it. Of course, was out the early part of the season with injury. So it'll be first and goal from the Wildcats. Ball right at the 10-yard line from the near hash mark. So first and goal for the Cats, trailing 7-0. But Lovington knocking on the door. From the near hash mark, Lovington going to come out in a 4-receiver set. They're going to send 3 to the right. Single receiver to the left is Sanchez. And you've got Gutierrez in the slot on the right. Good snap, fake the handoff. Prudencio across the middle. Gutierrez wide open. 6 on the board. Touchdown Wildcats. Ran the wheel route in 10 yards. Jaden Gutierrez into the house. And the Cats get it to within a point with the point after to come. So 10 yards. Gutierrez got wide open right between the V and the I in Lovington in the north end zone. And now Aranda on to attempt the extra point. So Mayfield marches it down the field. Lovington responds. Olguin sets up and checks with his lineman. Out of the hold, waits for it. Snap is good, hold is good, the kick is up, and Aranda will bang it through And with 4:47 to go in the first quarter, we are all knotted up at 7 apiece. Wildcat football continues in 1 minute on KZOR. The Cats march it down the field, and then 10 yards. Matthew Prudencio to Jaden Gutierrez. The point after is good. And with 4:45 remaining here in the first quarter, we are all tied up at 7 apiece. And Aranda's kick goes through the back of the end zone. And so it will go over to the 20-yard line, and Mayfield will take over. Thanks for being with us. Homecoming 2024 is game getting underway a little bit early tonight. Of course, with the travel concerns for Mayfield, when the South teams come here, which Deming will be here in 3 weeks, we will start at 6 o'clock. Now, when we go up to, or rather I should say down to Santa Teresa and Gadsden, those games will be at 7. So Mayfield on their second drive. We are all knotted up at 7 from their own 20-yard line. Lennon from the shotgun sends Twins left, Twins right. Lovington puts 3 men across the front. Lennon will change the play at the line. Waits on it. Gets it. Low snap. Handles it. Keeps it himself. Looks to pass. Has a man wide open across the middle. Makes a nifty move. He's across the 40 to the 45 and out to the 50-yard line before Gutierrez will sling down the receiver. And I have no idea who that is either. Number 12, whoever that is, and he'll take it 30 yards, and it'll be a first down. 5th first down of the ball game for the Trojans. Now they are right at midfield. I'm going to say that may be Nathan Black. Twins left, Twins right again. Hand it off. Nevadis goes left side as Mendoza will swarm him under. He went high. Kyler Reeves goes low, and we've got a flag on the play. When they throw him in like that, you may have, I don't know, you may have a block in the back, or it could be a hold. Let's see. See what they're going to call as the flags flew there. We still don't have an indication from down on the field. Is the back judge and the white cap talking about things. And it'll be holding on Mayfield. And so we'll repeat first down. That'll be their second penalty of the night for 15 yards. Wipes out a 3-yard gain for Nevadis. And will march them back to the 40-yard line. So first down and 20. All tied at 7 apiece. Now they'll come twin tight ends to the right side, 2 receivers to the left. Nevadis is the lone back with Lennon. He'll hand it off. Nevadis starts it left, nowhere to go as he's drug out along the line and then slung forward and will pick up a yard on that one. Great job by the Wildcat defenders, and in on that stop. Big number 60 is Jaden Garcia. First one to make contact and then cleaning him up, Munoz. So it'll be second down and 19. Now they're going to send Twins to the left again. 2 tight ends on the right side looking for some extra protection. Lovington shows blitz. Keeping it himself, Lennon. And he's going to get out to the 44, and they're going to give him a pretty generous spot to the 45. 4-yard gain this time. Lennon, 8 carries for 28 yards, and it'll be third down and 15. So 3rd and 15, and again, the Wildcat interior lineman doing a nice job there. I believe that was Ariel Maldonado on the stop. Twins left, Twins right. 3rd down and 15. Wildcats show blitz and jumping off sides. Patrick Sanchez on the near side trying to time the count, and we'll have offsides on the Wildcats, I've got to think. We still don't have a signal from the official. They're marching the ball off, but we have not seen a signal unless the white cap did it from way back there. It's offsides on the Wildcats. 2 penalties now on the Cats for 20 yards, and that'll make it 3rd down and 10. You don't want to give them yardage. Twins left, Twins right. Ball back at midfield. 3rd down and 10 for the Trojans. 3:05 remaining in the first. Trying the hard count. Lovington doesn't bite on it. Lennon will keep it himself. He squirts through the first line, and holding on is Maldonado as he'll get into Wildcat territory at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and it'll make it 4th down and 5 to go. 32 yards on 9 carries now for Lennon, and they're just going to leave the offense on the field. So 4th down and 5. Single receiver to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Lennon with Nevadas in the backfield. Send a man in motion from right to left. They'll move him into a tight end position. Lennon going to go up and change the play at the line. Plenty of time on the play clock. Gets it, and he'll just quick kick that one away. It is going to bounce, take a Lovington bounce, and into the end zone and back. So it'll be a touchback on the quick kick. And so Lovington will bring it out to the 20. It winds up being a 45-yard punt with a net 25, and so flip it over, new set of downs, and it'll be Wildcat football. So the defense holds. Nice job for Lovington. Pardon me as I swallowed funny there. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats, all knotted up at 7, 2:12 to go here in the first. Homecoming night 2024. Cat's going to come out, split backs in the backfield. Prudencio from the shotgun. Matthew going to keep it himself. Looks to run. Starts it to the right, comes back left. Nowhere to go. Design quarterback run. Loses a yard on the play. And so it'll be 2nd down and 11. Maybe that's one you don't think about again. So it'll be 2nd and 11. Ball back at the 19-yard line. Big number 40 up there for Mayfield on the stop. That is Leland Salmons. So it'll be 2nd down and 11, 1:45 remaining here in the first. Lovington has had great success here in the first quarter on their first drive, just throwing the short pass. Let's see what they're thinking here. Twins left, Twins to the right. Send a man in motion, fake the handoff, and just keeping himself. Prudencio, he'll gun it over, and he throws it right to a Mayfield defender. Nobody was even looking for it, and the Mayfield guy was kind of face guarding one of the Wildcats, and ooh, that was dangerous, and so it'll be 3rd down and 11. Miscommunication all over the place on this drive.
Hit him right in the mouth.
Yes, it did. So it'll be 3rd down and 11. So let's see if Lovington can put it together right here. Thanks for being with us here tonight from Wildcat Stadium. So the Cat faithful trying to make a little noise. Cardenas is the deep back with Prudencio on his left shoulder. Matthew with it, back to pass, great protection. Now it breaks down, has to step up in the pocket, hits, gets away from a tackle, gets away from another one, across the 25, comes near sideline to the 30, turns it up to the 40, to the 45, and out across the 50 to the 49-yard line, and move the chains. 1st down Wildcats as Prudencio will take it 31 yards and move the chains. Good coverage down the field. Nobody open and great protection, but when it broke down, Matthew had no choice. Started it to the right, brought it back left, and found a seam and took it to the sideline before he was finally knocked out by Angel Herrera. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. They spot the ball right at midfield. So the 31 yards using the legs. Matthew Prudencio keeping the drive alive. 45 seconds to go here in the first. Twins right, single receiver left. They'll send the left receiver in motion. That is Rivero on the jet sweep. Looks, turns it up, tries to come back, and he'll just take it forward. And I don't know how he found a hole in that white wall, but he did. And he'll cross the line and get to the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 6.
Wildcats definitely biting back after the first part that Mayfield trying to take away from him.
So the 6-yard gain. And it'll be 2nd down and 4. Cats and the Trojans from here at Wildcat Stadium. Thanks for being with us tonight. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Deep back is Cardenas. Nope, that's Cameron. He's back in, and he will just take it right into the teeth. Gets hit in the shoulders, then horse collar down. No flag on the play, but he'll have enough for the first down. Move the chains. First down, Wildcats. 2 carries, 14 yards for Cam Ochoa, and that is first down number 6 for Lovington, and that will do it for the first quarter. We are all tied at 7, but the Cats are on the march. Back in a minute on Z94 KZOR. Welcome back to Wildcat Football here on Z94 KZOR. We have played a quarter, and we are all tied at 7 apiece. Alongside Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle. Welcome in, Dawn.
Hey, thank you very much. Yes, it's good to be here. I really was trying to be here about 2 or 3 minutes sooner to start commenting, but just didn't work out that way.
Big crowd tonight for homecoming. We start the second quarter. 1st and 10 for the Cats. They are on the Trojan 40. Fake the handoff, throw it across the middle. Wide open. Gutierrez at the 30. 15, 10, 5. Put it in the end zone. 6 on the board. Touchdown, Wildcats. 40 yards. Jaden Gutierrez on the seam route right up the middle. Takes it to the house for his second touchdown reception of the night. And the Wildcats will take the 13-7 lead with the point after to come. As Dawn, that's twice tonight they have lost Gutierrez, and he just found that seam and went right up the gut.
Well, he's easy to lose sometimes. He's quick, and he kind of flies under the radar, and that's what you want.
Yes, it is. So the point after to come. The first play of the second quarter results in a touchdown for the Wildcats. The snap is good, the kick is up, and Ananda bangs it through, and with the 11:51 remaining in the first half, it is Lovington 14, Mayfield 7. We'll just keep it right here and say a big thanks to all the good folks who make Wildcat football possible, including Lee County Electric Cooperative, Master Plumbers, Lovington Auto Supply Napa, the Miko Companies, First American Bank of Lovington, Stone Oilfield Services, Devon Energy, Lovington Schools, Man Welding, Cannon Safety, Eunice Pump and Supply, Battle Energy, Eastern New Mexico University, and Bob's Thriftway. I'm TJ Miracle, high above Wildcat Stadium. Dawn Morgan patrolling Brian Urlacher Field, the famous blue turf. Braden Cooper running our camera tonight on YouTube and Hobbs America. Abigail Schauss shadowing, and Manny V back producing and engineering. So exciting first quarter and first play of the second quarter, to be sure. And Dawn, are you going to be taking over the score bug?
Well, if I can log in, yeah, it's not letting me automatically log in like it usually does. So that's what I'm trying to do right now.
All right, well, I'll keep up with it until we can figure out what is going on here. So the Cats score on the very first play. It is an 80-yard drive for the Wildcats. Culminates in the 40-yard toss from Prudencio to Gutierrez. The point after is good. And so with just 9 seconds gone here in the second quarter, Lovington in the lead by a score of 14-7. Few folks making the drive up from Mayfield. Homestand's pretty well packed, looks like, as the sun finally dipping down as the lights are on here at Wildcat Stadium. Good crowd again, as you would expect. So the Cats are going to stretch it out as Ananda will be kicking from the north to the south. He will run up and put the boot into it, and it is a high end-over-ender. It'll be fielded on the run back at the 7, bringing it out to the 10 to the 15. Going to the left side is Nevadas, and the ball is out. Flag on the play, but the ball is out, and Lovington signals they've got it. but a flag on the play, and that one was trailing, so I don't know if that was meant to be a marker or what. I think they're going to say that Mayfield got the ball back, but waiting on the call. The refs all talking about it. So let's see what our white hat, our head official, has to say tonight. Going to put the ball, looks like, at the 24-yard line. It was, again, a long time waiting on what they are going to call. It looks like the Lovington O is out there. So let's see what the call's going to be on the flag. And we've got holding on Mayfield. And they did get the ball back. So holding on Mayfield. So they'll march them back 10 yards. That's their third penalty of the night for 25 yards. And so they'll have it 1st and 10. And they'll spot the ball back at the 13-yard line. So now time for the defense to see if they can step up once again. 11:43 remaining here in the first. Is Lennon going to come out? He'll be under center this time. He will hand it off, and jet sweeping to the left side, coming around and getting across the 15 out to the 17 is Nevadas. And he'll pick up 4 before Lovington can run him out. And just a quick note, Dawn, Anthony Nevadas is wearing number 11, and their other number 11 on the roster, Luke Lennon, is wearing number 1.
All right, thank you.
And they've got some other kids on the roster that are playing, but we don't have on the roster. So.
All right. So Anthony Nevadas is 11 and Luke Lennon is number 1.
Number 1, that's right. As they'll run a reverse handoff at a huge hole up the middle and breaking through across the 35 to the 40, 45, and into Wildcat territory is Gade at the Wildcat 47-yard line. So that's 35 yards for Garay as he just broke through a huge hole up the middle and had to leave it up to the Wildcat secondary to bring him down.
And I think that was Kyler Reeves and Alec O'Gean.
So from the Wildcat 49 officially up under center, Lennon, and everybody jumps, and that ought to be offsides on the
Mayfield.
On the visiting Trojans. Now 4 penalties for 30 yards. So it'll be 1st down and 15. 14-7, Lovington in the lead. It'll move the Trojans back to their own 46-yard line. Now they'll split twins left, twins right. Put Lennon back in the shotgun. Single back in the backfield with him. Lovington going in man coverage. Single safety in the ball game up high. Lennon looks over to the sideline. Looks like their offensive coordinator and Coach Bradley changing the play. 4 seconds left on the play clock. Lennon with it, 4-step drop. He'll swing it out, gets it to Nevadas, and he will bring it up, gets away from one tackler, and gets back the 5 penalty yards and maybe a couple more. Call it a pickup of 7 to Nevadas.
He squirts through and gets another couple, 3 yards, but Bronx Ariola was in on the stop there on him.
So it'll be a 2nd down and 8 to come. Make it 2nd and 9 officially. 2nd and 9 for the Wildcats. Twins left, twins right. Trojans trying to get another drive going. Lovington coming up, showing blitz. As Lennon fakes the handoff, back to pass, throws it, has a man wide open on the left side and across the 30, still on his feet down to the 25-yard line. As that was complete to number 33, that is Salcido. And it'll be a 1st down and 10 as they'll get that one to the 28-yard line. So it'll be a pickup of 16 in 1st and 10 for the Trojans. High snap, it's handled. They'll throw that one on the crossing route. Wide open man and into the end zone. It's a touchdown as Black will take it in from 28 yards. And just like that, the Trojans are back to within a point on the 28-yard touchdown strike from Lennon to Black.
Yeah, despite some pretty good coverage on him, but not quite close enough. That was O'Gean, Bronx Ariola, and also Kyler Reeves on that again.
Black with 2.
Oh, no, it was Cardenas.
Black with 2 catches on the night for 58 yards as we await the point after to come. Snap is good. Dominguez will put it up, and it is through. And the Mayfield Trojans use the big play and bang it home. 9:37 to go first half. We are all tied at 14. Wildcat football continues in a moment on KZOR. 83-yard drive for the Mayfield Trojans culminates with Luke Lennon, to, I think that's Black, who caught the reception 28 yards as he takes it up the seam and takes it into the end zone. The point after is good. And with 9:37 remaining in the first half, we are all tied at 14 apiece. Great to have you with us here tonight as Dominguez, another short kick. Lovington going to field that one back at the 20. That is going to be Rivero. He'll bring it back across the 25, gets a block, 30 to the sideline, 35-40, 45-50, and tiptoes out at about the 40. Well, they're going to say right at midfield. And Dawn, just a quick note, I logged out of the score bug, so maybe you'll be able to get logged in.
Okay, I'll try it.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats right at the 50-yard line, all knotted up at 14 apiece. Lovington on the season, just a quick note, averaging right exactly 35 points a game while giving up 26. Mayfield averaging 28 points a game while giving up 29. So the ball right at midfield, and not sure what the officials are talking to Rivero about. It looks like they're going to step backwards and mark him at the just shy of midfield. So it'll be at the Wildcat 49-yard line. But Rivero takes the short kickoff and has a great return with it. So a 51-yard field to work with from the Cat 49-yard line. 9:27 remaining in the first. Twins to the left side, single receiver to the right. Deep back is Cardenas. Fake the handoff to Cardenas. Prudencio rolls left into Mayfield territory. Gets away from one, gets away from two. Doesn't get away from number 3 as Andres Garay will take him down at the 45-yard line. But it's a pickup of 6 on the quarterback keeper, 2nd and 4.
Yeah, Garay got to him. He's wearing jersey number 2, actually, Garay is.
No, Garay. Okay, that's Andres Garay then. Yep. I love it when they change numbers but don't change their rosters. So it'll be 2nd down and 4 for the Wildcats. The Cats, of course, will have the ball to start the second half. You want to punch it in here if you can. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Deep back in the backfield is Cardenas. Into man in motion, that is Reeves. Fake the handoff, and they will swing it out to Reeves on the wide receiver screen, the tight end screen, and he'll cross the 40 down to about the 36-yard line. Mark him to the 35, and so it'll be 10 yards on the little swing pass out to Kyler and move the chains. 1st down, Wildcats.
Nice that it was the 1st down, but if it hadn't been for Xavier Ochoa, he probably could have gotten a few more yards out of that.
And they will spot it officially at the 38-yard line. Going to say he stepped out there. Still more than enough for the 1st down. So from the Trojan 38, 1st and 10 for Lovington. That is their 7th 1st down of the half. Single receiver left, single receiver right. They will sweep it out to the left side. Prudencio keeps it himself, trying to get the corner. He's to
Cardenas.
Cardenas on the direct snap from the Wildcat. Takes it across the 30 to the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 12 officially and another 1st down for the Cats. So the Wildcats using the Wildcat and getting the 1st down. 27 yards on 3 carries for Dallas Cardenas. Now Prudencio going to check back in. Sometimes that 8 and that 0 look a little similar from up here.
That's very true.
I'm going to blame it on the trifocals. I've been blaming it on it for 3 years now. I might as well keep doing it. Prudencio is the quarterback this time from the pistol. Cardenas is behind him. And they will pitch it to Rivero on kind of a little trying to trick play, kind of an end-around tight end thing, and flags come in.
Yeah, and
Elijah
Rivero,
Ruse is a yard.
Unfortunately, he got tripped up by Jose Juarez. They just didn't get clear of one another after the pitch, and that sent Rivero
just a
down to the turf.
Blown play all around, and I think you're going to have holding on the Wildcats. Of course, it could have been something said. Braden, I think, picking up on some of the body language down there, so let's see. And it will be unsportsmanlike conduct on the Wildcats. That's a tough one. That'll be their 3rd penalty of the night for 35 yards and move them back 15. So it goes from 1st and 10 to 1st and 25, as that'll move the ball all the way back to the Wildcat 43-yard line.
Yeah.
That's not a good penalty. None of them are good, but that one's not even worse.
Coaches on the sideline, little unhappy about that.
I can imagine.
The team know about that. We can't afford those.
No, you cannot.
We're tied up 14-all with 7:59 left in the second quarter.
So it'll be first down and 25 all the way back at the Wildcat 47. So everybody trying to get everything written up and into the books properly. Not sure what the back judge and the head official are talking about now, but and they're saying loss of downs too, so it's not first and 25, it's second and 25. Ouch. So not only did it cost you 15 yards, it also cost you a down. So you just got to put it behind you. Just see if you can get a chunk of it, make third down more manageable. Twins left, Twins to the right. Cardenas in the backfield. With the snap, Prudencio delayed handoff as Cam coming near side. He puts his shoulder down at the 35 and gets all the way down to the 33-yard line. It'll be 10 yards for Cameron. And so it'll make it third down and about 16. Third and 15 officially. Cam, 3 carries, 24 yards on the night. Lovington's running game has done a nice job. But now you've got third down and 15 to worry about. From the 33-yard line. Let's say third and 16 because they tacked it on to the end of the play and it was a loss. Bunch everybody in tight. Delayed handoff, wide receiver screen. That's going to go to Patrick Sanchez across the 30 and a good open field tackle
right into
on the
knees.
good chime. And so that will be a pickup of 6. But took Patrick down. 119 through the air for Prudencio, and it's fourth down and 11 for the Wildcats. Gotta think the Cats are just gonna go for it deep inside Trojan territory, and they will. It was a penalty that cost the Trojans a drive. Will it do the same for the Cats? So third and 11, Wildcats will go for it from the Trojan 28-yard line. Trips right, Twins to the left, empty set in the backfield. Prudencio changing the play at the line. 8 seconds left on the play clock. Matthew ready for it. Blitz look coming. Matthew rolls right, looks right. Still looking. Pressure comes. Steps up, throws it. Goes to the back of the end zone and intercepted in the end zone. The INT will bring it back out to the 20. That's not the worst thing that could happen there, but it'll be the first turnover of the game and over to Mayfield at the 20-yard line.
And that was number 6. We don't have a 6 on the, and I don't think it's 5. It doesn't. It looks like a 6, not a 5.
Some of them have names on the back. Some of them don't. I'll see if I can pick him up across the way.
Had it been 5, it would be Jimenez.
And it is Jimenez.
Okay.
So Gilbert Jimenez with the interception. So first turnover of the ball game, and now bring it out to the 20-yard line for Mayfield. Single back in the backfield with Lennon is Nevadas. So the first turnover of the ball game goes for Mayfield. Hand it off for Nevadas. Nope, Lennon will keep it himself, and he's just going to fall forward and wind up with 5 yards on the quarterback keeper. 10 carries now for him for 37 yards.
He ran into Damian Munoz there, stopped his forward progress.
So it'll be second down and 5. Mayfield comes out, Twins to the right, single receiver to the left. They are moving right to left. That is south to north. Now Twins left, Twins right. Fake the handoff. Lennon will keep it himself. Goes left. He doesn't get away from the first contact that time, and he's brought down behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1 on the play.
And I knew 71 was kind of in front of him. He's not the guy who brought him down.
Maldonado, I think, bumped him, and I think maybe Jaden Garcia is the one who cleaned him up.
Maybe.
So now it'll be third down and 6 for the Trojans. 5:51 remaining in a knotted score, 14-all. Twins left, Twins to the right. Lennon waits for it. Lovington shows blitz, and yep, that'll be a jump off sides for Mayfield. Their 5th penalty of the ball game for 35 yards and move them back. So it'll go from 3rd and a long 5 to 3rd and a long 10. And again, it was a penalty that cost them earlier. Now the thing is, you can't lose the receivers as they're going to sit 3 to the left and a single receiver to the right. Where's Black? That's what you want to know. He's their big gun.
Mayfield spreading out Lovington across the field, side to side.
Third down and a long 10. Can the line get pressure? Bring in 3. Lennon changes the play at the line. Waiting on it, waiting on it, waiting on it. And there he goes. Low snap. Fakes the handoff. Back to pass looking. Tosses it going left side to Black. And it is fought for and not gotten. And
Gutierrez.
It'll be incomplete.
Gutierrez on the good coverage there. Clean coverage.
As waiting on. And I don't think 12 is Black, but it'll be incomplete. That is the first incompletion of the night. I'll catch his number and the name on the back if I can. So it'll be 4th down and a long 10, and you've got to think punt time now for Coach Bradley's squad as Gutierrez will go back deep to receive. Both teams still with all 3 timeouts, all knotted up at 14 apiece. Lennon also the punter. Has a pretty good leg. It's a good snap. Gets it away under pressure. Very good one as that one helicopters into the night sky. Takes a Mayfield bounce as Lovington going to get away with it as it'll roll inside the 30 down to the 26-yard line. Make it the 27 before it is downed over there. But Lovington's defense holds with a little help, and so they'll take over with 5:03 to go here in the first half. A fast-moving ball game as we click towards 7 o'clock. And Manny Evie, I'll give you an ID here in 4 or 5 minutes when we get closer to the top of the hour. So the Cats will take over, first down and 10. Ball at their own 27-yard line after the defense held for the second time tonight. Now you need to see if you can score right here. So bringing it out. Cats are going to split out, twins left, twins to the right. Reeves in the slot on one side. Sanchez in the slot on the other. They'll put Reeves in motion to the tight end right side. Waiting on it. Prudencio fakes the handoff. He'll toss it. Rivero at the 40. Makes an nifty move. 45, 50. It's a foot race to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Put it in the end zone. 6 on the board. Touchdown Wildcats. Elijah Rivero wins the track meet. 73 yards to the house, and the Cats strike again.
Wow, he really had to push himself. He knew he had 2-3 guys right there with him, and he stretched it out. A yard became 3, became 5, and then, man, he just sprinted into the end zone. Nice run. A beautiful pass, by the way. It was a good fake and a nice bullet of a throw.
They got the linebackers to bite on the play fake to Cardenas, and that's something that helped spring Rivero as he took it all the way to the house. So now awaiting the point after. And now they're going to go for 2. They go to the Wildcat. They'll give it to Olguin. Turns on the jet, sweeps to the left side, and put 2 more on the board. The 2-point conversion for the Wildcats. And the 2-point conversion on the direct snap to Alec Olguin makes this a 22-14 Wildcat lead with the track meet won that time by Rivero. Now you got to hold them. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Wildcat football continues in a moment. And it's one play, 73 yards. Matthew Prudencio to Alec Olguin, or rather to, I should say, Elijah Rivero. Then Alec Olguin gets the 2-point conversion, and just like that, the Cats are up by 8, 22-14. I'm TJ Miracle, high above Wildcat Stadium. Don Morgan patrolling the blue turf at Brian Urlacher Field. Braden Cooper running camera, Abigail Schaus shadowing, and Manny V in studio engineering and producing. Evie Stuber keeping an eye and an ear on everything. And, Dawn, I just sent you the info you asked for. So the Wildcats looking pretty good so far, but Mayfield has definitely come out tonight. And I've always said I love ruining homecomings, except when they're our own. But it looks like Mayfield may have gotten that memo. They want to ruin homecoming. Lovington wants to keep that from happening tonight. Of course, we did also talk about it for years. Mayfield was the team that really kind of ruled the Las Cruces in the far southern New Mexico corridor down there. Now in 5A. So Aranda to kick it away. And a couple of Trojans back deep to receive. As Caleb will run up on the ball and boot this one away, and it'll be a squibber. It'll be short, and that one's going to bounce. Could be trouble. The Cats fighting for it, and the Wildcats have it. The onside kick. They learned something from Artesia last week, and they return the favor to the Trojans this week and get the onside kick, force the turnover, and the Cats offense will take back over, Dawn.
Yeah, what a beautiful play. It worked like clockwork. You know, it just felt like
what
Lovington
can they be
was
talking about out there?
Lovington was on the receiving end of just some bad plays, some tricky plays that worked against them last week. Here's a perfect example. Yeah, you said learn from other teams' successes, and there they pulled one of their own.
And that is exactly what Artesia did to them last week, and they made it work.
Lovington definitely taking some notes from past experiences.
I think so, and it will be Wildcat football, and they will have it 1st and 10 from their own 43-yard line. So now a chance to stretch out an 8-point lead with 4:44 to go here in the first. So short field to work with after recovering the onside kick. And so Coach Bailey asking for some clarification there from the officials, I think maybe about the spot of the ball. I think it's right, and I like that play, Don, kicking it into no man's land and then seeing what happens.
Yeah, it is, absolutely. You take a few chances because you're up on the scoreboard, you have a little room.
And fake the handoff to Cardenas under pressure. They'll dump it to Cardenas in the dump down from the back, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially a completion, but no gain on the play to Cardenas, and it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Cats. But that was just kind of your dump down, check down. Oh my gosh, I'm getting ready to get clobbered. I hope somebody's in the neighborhood. Dump off. But credit where credit is due. Mayfield put on the intense pressure. Big number 70, who we don't have on the roster, was putting the backside pressure on. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 right at the middle of the field from the 43. Fake the handoff again on the play fake. Prudencio steps up, and he is hit from behind, and he is brought down, and he coughs the ball up, and Mayfield has got it back as Matthew didn't feel that one coming from behind, and he will fumble it. I'm glad he didn't throw that. He was beyond the line of scrimmage. I hate that he fumbled, and so it'll be a fumble for Prudencio. And that'll be the 2nd turnover of the night for the Wildcats, and that will give the ball back to Mayfield at the Trojan 43-yard line. Ouch.
Well,
you got to feel that one coming.
Yeah, you do, and that does hurt. But you feel like Lovington still has the momentum with them. If they can maybe force another turnover right here or just hold Mayfield, it's going to contain that and keep that momentum for them. 8 up on the board right now.
Mayfield going to come out, and they are going to be jacked up after that one. Fake the handoff. Lennon goes, tosses underneath, and that one will be scooped in, and they are going to say complete. As scooping that one, it'll be Salcido. It'll be an 8-yard gain, make it 9. And so 2nd down and 1.
Lovington coaches over here watching that from behind didn't want that or think that should have been complete, but I agree. It was.
All right, you've got the angle on it. It looked like it skipped in, but you were right on top of it. So twins left, twins right, 2nd down and 1. Lennon will take it himself, and he will cross the 45 down to the 43-yard line in Wildcat territory. It'll be a pickup of 6 for the quarterback who kind of does it all. He's got 12 carries for 42 yards tonight, and that'll be the 7th first down for Mayfield.
So important for Lovington D to try to hold Mayfield. They don't want to let Mayfield score before half, only about 3 minutes until halftime.
Twins left, twins to the right. 3 men across the front for the Wildcats. Fake the handoff to Nevadas. Lennon back, throws it left side, and gets his man on the far side. I think it's going to be shy of the first down, but it'll be complete to Hood. Oh, it was not complete. No. His intended receiver was Hood
Weston
over there.
Hood, 14.
So incomplete, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. And that'll stop the clock with 3:01 remaining. You're listening to the Wildcats of Lovington on Z94 KZOR Hobbs Lovington, the Z94 KZOR app, Lovington Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com.
Hood went up, climbed the ladder, and got hands on that one, but couldn't hang on to it. Cardenas was right there to push him out.
So 2nd down and 10. Low snap, it is handled. Lennon will step, slide, left side, dumps it underneath, cross the 35 to the 33-yard line. It'll be a catch to Salcido once again, And that one ought to be just about enough for the first down. It's going to depend on the spot.
That was number 33, Isaiah Rodriguez, who caught that here on the near side.
I believe that's actually Salcido.
Oh, okay. So we have another change.
We have two 33s on the roster.
All right. So
I know.
So that's actually Murillo or Salcido.
I believe that is Salcido.
Okay.
So it'll be a first down for the Trojans. They'll have it 1st and 10 from the Wildcat 33, 2:54 to go. Here in the first half, Lovington leads by 8. Hand it off up the middle. Nevadas, he breaks through 1, breaks through 2, breaks through 3, and finally drags Kyler Reeves and a couple other cats with him down to the 21-yard line. Navarez will pick up 12, and it'll be another first down for the Trojans.
Yeah, that was Patrick Sanchez hanging up to the other side of him.
So it'll be first down and 10. With twins to the left, twins to the right. Nevadas will take it, sweep it, left side, gets a block, tiptoes the sideline, and he will take it all the way in for the touchdown. As Lovington pointing to the sideline, and we've got flags on the play.
They're going to say that he stepped out at some point or claim that he stepped out.
But we've got laundry on the field.
Yep. And the Whitecap is conferring with one of the near side refs.
Yeah, one of the side judges, so let's see.
Yeah, from my angle, I saw that he stepped out.
So
I was right here like 2 feet away from it, and I don't think he stepped out. I think it was right. I think it was very close.
Let's see what the penalty is going to be. As they're still discussing it, Mayfield, it won't be a touchdown, so that'll wipe out a 21-yard touchdown. And it'll be personal foul, helmet-to-helmet contact on Mayfield, and so that'll wipe out the 21-yard touchdown run, and that'll be a 15-yard penalty. 6th penalty of the night on the Trojans, and move them backwards. So it'll go from 1st and 10 from the 21. And that should be from the spot of the foul. So that'll move them outside the 30 to the 31-yard line. So it happened up around the 16. So it'll be first down from the 31-yard line. They need to get it to the 11. So first down and 20. With twins left, twins right as the noisemakers are out. 2.5 minutes to play, first half. Lennon tries the hard count. Lovington not biting. Low snap, fakes the handoff on the play fake. Tosses towards the end zone, overthrows his intended target, incomplete.
Salcido. And Rivero was covering him. Rivero was closer to catching it than Salcido was.
So Salcido, the intended target, and so it'll be second down and 20 now. Deep inside Wildcat territory. Lovington and Mayfield each with all 3 timeouts remaining. Lovington will have the ball first to start the second half, but you want to keep Mayfield out of the end zone here if you can. Twins left, twins right. Nevadas is the deep back. Lennon, bad snap. He'll take it himself. Goes left side, gets a hole. He's across the 20, 15, 10, 5, and he will put it into the end zone. 31 yards on the quarterback keeper over the right tackle for Lennon. And just like that, the Trojans are back to within a couple of points. First rushing touchdown of the night, 13 carries, 73 yards for Lennon. And we got a ball game here in Wildcat country tonight.
Trojans definitely refusing to give up.
So 22-20 right now with 2:20 left to play before the half. We were just talking about how the Wildcats
Mayfield
did not want to let them score before halftime.
Mayfield will go for 2.
Wildcats have some time.
Yes, they do. Lennon will send a man in motion and keeping it himself, and just a little jump pass, and that's actually Madrid who will jump pass it into the end zone, and the 2-pointer is good. And with 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the first half, we're knotted at 22 apiece. We got a good one. Don't go anywhere. Wildcat football back in 30 seconds. As the Wildcats and the Trojans trade turnovers, the Trojans, the team that are able to cash in on it, as Luke Linen takes it 31 yards on a quarterback keeper over the right guard and gets a big hole from his line and right into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and the Trojans tie this one up at 22 apiece. 2:20 remaining here in the first half. With Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle. Braden Cooper running camera. Abigail Schall shadowing tonight. Manny V back in studio engineering and producing. Evie Stuber keeping an eye and an ear on everything and everybody. So still 3 timeouts to work with. The Wildcats have the ability to score quickly if they need to. And this could, Dawn, become a 2-score game. We'll talk about that momentarily. It's a short kick. Rivero get it right on the far sideline. Now he'll bring it all the way across. Gets a block from Gutierrez. And he'll turn it up the corner. He's across the 30, 35 to the 40 and steps out at the 42-yard line. A great return for Elijah Rivero. And Dawn, if the Wildcats can score here, that puts them up at halftime, and then if they can score to start the second half, that will put them up by 2 scores. This could potentially be a 2-score swing here, and very important, I think, to get points on the board this drive.
Extremely important to answer right here, and they've got a little over 2 minutes and timeouts to do it. They've got the time. They just need to make it happen. Good execution here, no penalties, and go.
From the 42-yard line inside their own territory, Wildcats and the Trojans tied at 22 apiece. First time Lovington has played Mayfield in I don't know how many years.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Have they played them before in football?
I'm sure they have, just not in recent memory. I don't think they have in the 19 seasons that I've been here.
Right.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from their own 42. Twins left, twins right. Prudencio sends a man in motion. That's Olguin, and he'll just hand it off. That's
Ochoa.
to Cam Ochoa. As Ochoa goes around, he's across the 50, stiff arms a man and run out inside Mayfield territory at about the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 11 for Cam Ochoa, who's sweeping it around that side, and he'll move the chains, give him another to the 46. So call it 12, and that'll be the 9th first down for the Wildcats. Move the chains.
That's what you want to see. Wildcats have got to move forward, move quickly, and do that, and try to get the ball out of bounds like they did. Stop the clock.
Twins left, twins to the right from the 46-yard line in Mayfield territory. Prudencio with it, has time, steps up in the pocket, fires left sideline across the 40 and complete.
Rivero, I think.
38-yard line, and yep, that is, or is that Sanchez? That's Sanchez.
Sanchez,
That's
okay.
Patrick
5
Sanchez.
and the 8.
So it's a completion of 7 to Patrick. It'll be 2nd down and 3.
They're 5 and the 9, looking a lot from all the way over here. Good work, though.
Yes, it was. So 2nd down and 3. 90 seconds to go here in the first half. All knotted up at 22. High snap. Keeping it himself is Matthew. He's across the 35 down to the 30 over the left tackle on the keeper. 9 yards on the keeper for Prudencio.
Nice.
Move the chains. First down, Lovington. Matthew now 5 carries, 45 yards.
It was a good fake. It was a great fake to Ochoa, and a couple of linemen bit on that and allowed a little bit of a seam to open up for Prudencio.
Now you've got 1:10 seconds to play with. Clock moves. Twins left, twins right. 1st and 10 for Lovington from the Mayfield 30. Good snap, fake the handoff, throw it underneath, give it to Alec. Gets a block, cuts it back inside the 20 to the 19-yard line. Pickup of 11 to Alec Olguin, his 2nd catch of the night, and move the chains. First down, Cats.
Yeah, Xavier Ochoa and Salcido were both there to try to stop him, but not before he got the first down.
11th first down for Lovington, and they will take the timeout as we are under a minute to play here in the first half. As we will just keep things right here and say a big thank you to our sponsors for tonight: Bob's Thriftway, Eastern New Mexico University, Battle Energy, Eunice Pump and Supply, Miko Services, Cannon Safety, Man Welding, Lovington Schools, also Devon Energy, Stone Oilfield Services, First American Bank of Lovington, Lovington Auto Supply Napa, the Napa Know-How Halftime Show coming up, Master Plumbers, and the Lee County Electric Cooperative. Dawn Morgan Field side, I'm TJ Miracle, and the Cats seem to be moving here pretty well, Dawn.
Yeah, they are, and I'm sorry, I'm sniffing just a little bit. It's between allergies and the night air here, but I'm looking forward to the next 55 seconds of play. I want to see Lovington punt it in, but they don't want to leave Mayfield too much time to be able to punch it right back.
No, they do not. So 1st and 10 inside the Mayfield red zone from the 19-yard line. Ball on the near hash mark. All knotted up at 22, but the Wildcats on the march. Twins left, twins right. Ochoa is the deep back with Prudencio. Prudencio, 3-step drop, has time, tosses it right corner. Cam out of the backfield, 6 on the board, touchdown Wildcats. They leak Cam and Ochoa out around the right side, and he gets behind the defenders and into the end zone. And the Cats are up 28-22 on the 4th touchdown pass of the first half for Matthew Prudencio.
And he had a lot of time. That successful pass happened on a good throw and a good catch, but on protection by the offensive line.
So now the Cats trying to go back up by 7. 47 seconds remaining here in the half. Caleb Aranda on to attempt the point after out of the hold of Alec Olguin. Snap, and we got flags flying. Somebody jumped. I think Mayfield trying to jump the snap count.
On the very end.
Yep, and that's a 1-yard penalty. I am not going to put that down in the yardage, but I will put it down in the penalty total because it's a 1-yard penalty. I will make a notation of it.
Yeah, it would be nice to be able to save that when
it for
it
the
really,
kickoff,
really counts.
yeah.
Exactly.
So half the distance to the goal is 1 yard.
Hey.
And the 2-point conversion is as Alec gets it and goes into the end zone. 47 seconds remaining here in the first half. And the Wildcats go up 30-22. Back in a minute here on KZOR. Cam Ochoa leaks out of the backfield and catches a 19-yard touchdown pass from Matthew Prudencio. And after a 1-yard penalty, a 2-point conversion for Alec Olguin, his second of the night. And with 47 seconds remaining in the first half, Lovington up over Mayfield 30-22. It has been an exciting game thus far. I'm TJ Miracle, high above Wildcat Stadium. Don Morgan Field side on the blue turf at Brian Urlacher Field. As Aranda on to boot it away as he will approach the ball, and it will be a high end over ender this time. Going to be fielded back at the 10, bringing it out to the 15, 20, gets a block, 25, gets away from a tackle and out to the 30-yard line, and flags on the play. And I have a feeling we're going to be tacking 15 onto the end of this one for a horse collar. We might have a hold or an elite or a block in the back, but I have a feeling we got a horse collar.
Would you have tried to kick that one just into the end zone and let them just bring it out to the 20?
That would have been my thinking and my liking, but
it didn't quite make it.
Didn't quite make it.
That might not have been the intention anyway. I don't know. But I was thinking that might be a smart thing for them to do.
So we're still waiting on the call from the officials, and we'll have personal foul. Helmet-to-helmet targeting once again on Mayfield. So that'll put 15 more, so that'll move them back 15 yards. Their 8th penalty of the night for now 76 yards.
Pins them back a little deeper, and that's a good thing. 41 seconds left in the half.
Keep an eye on Salcido and whoever their number 12 is. I'm pretty sure it's not black. I just couldn't pick up the name on the back of the jersey.
Okay.
But they'll come out in a 4-receiver set. They've still got all 3 timeouts to work with. Move them back to their own 15-yard line. First down and 10. As Lennon will go over and change the play. Lovington going to go with just 3-man pressure. Back to pass. Lennon steps up, slings far side, has a man, and it'll be complete. Make that 12 yards, first down.
And you know that's what Mayfield wanted to do. They wanted a completion with some good yardage and get out of bounds and stop the clock. So
and I believe Rodriguez is the name on the back of his jersey. So it's 12 yards. That'll be their 10th first down. 73 yards for Lennon. He'll fake the handoff. Now he'll fire. Goes across the middle, and that one is going to be picked off as the Cats jump the route. Across the 30, to the 20, 15, 10, 5. Put it in the end zone. Pick six! As Jaden Gutierrez, the pick six, the INT, and the Cats are rolling.
They are. That was pretty as a picture. He looked. It was there right in front of him, almost as if it was being thrown to him. He leapt up and then ran for the end zone. Really beautiful heads-up football by Gutierrez.
Rodriguez was the intended target, and we've got a personal foul, roughing the passer on Lovington. Oh no, that's going to wipe the
INT
that's going to wipe the pick six off.
Yep.
Oh no. So roughing the passer penalty on the Wildcats. 15-yard penalty, and that'll be an automatic first down. Ouch. So that will move them up, and Mayfield dodges a large bullet there by the name of Jaden Gutierrez. So now Twins to the left, Twins to the right. Wildcat D just got a pick six wiped off the board on a roughing the passer call. Twins left, Twins to the right from the Mayfield 41. Trying the hard count, not biting, play fake. Stepping up, now flushed, going left side, looking for some room, and he's got some room. Lennon is across Lovington territory, and he's going to be run out inside the, let's see where they say he stepped out, at the Wildcat 43-yard line, so that's 9, 7, 16 yards for Lennon. 14 carries now for 89 yards, and that'll be the 12th first down for Mayfield.
Yeah, unfortunately, boy, the penalties have been costly. They've been big ones. And
haven't had a lot of them.
Bad times.
Yeah, the 4 penalties, but they've come for 50 yards. So now it'll be first and 10 from the Wildcat 42-yard line. Mayfield trying to score here late in the half. Twins left, Twins right. Now Lennon going to change the play at the line, and timeout going to be taken by Mayfield and Coach Gary Bradley. So with 14 seconds to go here in the first half, we're back in 30 seconds. Wildcat football continues on Z94 KZOR. Welcome back to Lovington Wildcat football here on Z94 KZOR. Mayfield takes the timeout with a first and 10 inside Lovington territory. The Cats had a pick six called back on a roughing the passer call, and that kept Mayfield's drive alive. So 14 seconds remaining with 2 timeouts. You can run 2, maybe 3 plays from here. Now you've got to know they are going to be shooting for the end zone. Look for them to go to Rodriguez or Navarez or Salcido. First and 10.
Fans coming alive, making some noise.
Twins left, Twins to the right. Low snap, fake the handoff. Back to pass, going left side, and that one will be complete over to the far sideline, and fighting still through it was Rodriguez, and he's going to get 9.
Cardenas brought him down. He refused to. He kept moving even after he was out of bounds, so Cardenas slung him to the ground.
So 9 yards on the completion. So it'll be second down and 1, and Mayfield takes their second time out. We'll just keep it right here while I catch some numbers up right quick.
7 seconds left before halftime.
So it doesn't really matter. This should be the last play of the first half. If you're Lovington, what you've got to be careful about here, Dawn, is that they don't let Nevadas loose. I mean, you could think about, spread Lovington out, and then either Nevadas or Lennon just taking it themselves on the run. So you've got to keep somebody there to spy on those two, because you've got a feeling they're both going to be in the backfield.
Yeah, they're both going to be threats to Lovington on this play. If Lovington, boy, it's so important for them to try to keep Mayfield from scoring right here.
So
Go in 8 points up and then have the football coming out to start the second half.
Definitely what you want. So the Cat defenders back out on the field. This will probably be, you could get conceivably 2 plays off on a quick hit, but this is probably the last play of the first half as the Wildcats in the lead 30-22, but Mayfield on the march. 2nd and 1, that doesn't really matter from the Wildcat 33-yard line. They're going to go, 2 backs in the backfield, and now Lovington going to take the timeout.
That's right. That's because of a little confusion about the line, about the personnel out there. The coach is not happy with what they were seeing. They want to make sure that they've got the guys on the field they want to run defense the way they want against this very important player too.
Well, you've got the timeouts to use them. You might as well.
And I think there was a little gamesmanship here involved as well to try to ice Mayfield just when they got ready out of their timeout. Lovington wants to kind of make them wait a little more, kind of throw them off.
Well, it does, and it also gives you an opportunity to see what personnel they had on the field and how they were planning on lining up. So
right.
A very strategic timeout, especially if they didn't maybe have all the proper players on the field. So out of the timeout, the Wildcats back out of that 30-second timeout as they head back to the line.
And the refs must have actually also cautioned the team, telling the coaches to keep the players behind the white lines over here on the sideline.
So it'll be 2nd and 1, but that doesn't really matter. There's only 7 seconds left in the half. Lovington leads by 8. Twins to the right side, single receiver to the left. Back in the backfield is Navarez with Lynan. They will fake the handoff back to pass on the flea flicker. Lynan with it, throws it underneath, and that one is going to be incomplete as the clock expires. They tried the flea flicker and did not work. Navarez tossed it back to Lynan and then out of bounds. And so at the half, it's 30-22. Our Bob's Thriftway coaches conversation with Lovington in the lead. Halftime 2024.
Cam Ochoa was providing some coverage there on that, but it was not well thrown. Hey, Coach.
Hey, what's up?
Going up into the halftime, 8 points up. That's not a bad thing.
No, ma'am, and we get the ball. So we're always excited about that. That was a humongous stop for us right there. I mean, might as well be a turnover because we get the ball after half.
Yeah, it's awesome. A couple of penalties. You haven't had too many in the first half, but they've kind of come at bad times. But you've been able to overcome those and eventually, put scores on the board and hold Mayfield. What's the best thing out of the first half?
I mean, we're scoring really well. I'm moving the ball really good, and our playmakers are making big plays. Offensive line's doing a great job. We're running and throwing the ball pretty well. And so we just put our heels in the ground and make some stops defensively, which I think we're starting to figure them out a little bit, and that's going to help us. If we get some stops, I think we're going to be okay.
Excellent. And second half, what's going on?
We just got to finish. Got to finish better than them. We got to play as hard as we possibly can.
Excellent. All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you, Coach.
Our Bob's Thriftway coaches conversation. Dawn Morgan with head coach Josh Bailey. We'll be back with your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show right after this. Wildcats over the Trojans 30-22. Wildcat football continues on KZOR. And welcome back to your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How Halftime Show from Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. When you need the Napa know-how for your car, and trust me, at some point you will, get it from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. Lovington Auto Supply and Napa, get up and go. Let's take a look at the numbers in the first half of this one as the Cats lead at 30-22. We will start with the visiting Mayfield Trojans as their quarterback Luke Lennon goes 8 of 12 for 82 yards. He does have one touchdown pass, that coming to Rodriguez. Rodriguez is leading receiver, 4 catches, 79 yards, including that touchdown reception. Salcido, 4 catches, 35 yards, and then Nevadas with a catch for 7 yards. In that first half, Mayfield doing most of their damage on the ground as Luke Lennon, their quarterback, is also their leading rusher. 14 carries, 89 yards, including a 31-yard touchdown in the first half. He was not sacked by the Wildcat defense. Anthony Nevadas with 8 carries for 44 yards and a 1-yard touchdown. And they also had Andres Garay with 2 carries for 38 yards. One of those was a 35-yard gain. Mayfield got 12 first downs in that first half. They were flagged 8 times for 76 yards. So 82 through the air, 171 on the ground, 253 total for the Trojans. They got 7 in the first, 15 in the second. That's how they get to their 22, and they did have 2 turnovers in the first half. For Lovington in the first half, it was Matthew Prudencio lighting it up. He goes 12 of 14 for 229 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 interception. So he had 1 pass that hit the blue turf in the entire first half. The rest of them were caught. Unfortunately, one of them from somebody in the green and gold. But favorite target tonight has, yardage-wise, been Elijah Rivero. 1 catch, 73 yards. It was good for a TD. Jaden Gutierrez, 2 catches, 50 yards. Both of those touchdowns. Cam Ochoa, 2 catches, 34 yards, including the 19-yard touchdown. Alec Olguin with a couple of grabs for 21 yards. Kyler Reeves, a couple grabs for 28 yards. And Patrick Sanchez, a couple of catches for 13 yards. On the ground, the Wildcats have been spreading it around pretty good. Prudencio, actually the leading rusher right now, 5 carries for 45 yards for Matthew. Cam Ochoa, 4 carries, 36 yards. Dallas Cardenas, 3 carries, 27 yards. And Elijah Rivero with a couple of carries for 5 yards. 229 through the air, 113 on the ground, 342 total yards in the first half of this one. Lovington penalized 4 times for 50 yards in the first half. They did have 11 first downs, scored 7 in the first and 23 in the second, although it should be at least 30 in the second. But one of those 4 penalties was a roughing the passer that wiped out an INT pick 6 for Alec Olguin. Alec Olguin does have 2 two-point conversions in this ball game as well. As, wow, if this continues into the second half, Dawn, we've already got almost 600 total yards of offense between the two teams here in the first half.
It's not defense option. That's what's really interesting. And when you're watching this game, you're very aware of the defense on both sides, and they're not doing a bad job. It's just that the offense has just been able, to go march down the field and to overcome some obstacles, and with some penalties, at bad times, actually, for both teams. Then the offense has just been able to get a lot of production and put points on the board. So it kind of just looks like one of those track meet games. It's been back and forth and still exciting. And, Lovington is up, and that's great, but it's only 8. So they've got to really come out in this second half. And hopefully, as Coach Bailey mentioned, they're starting to figure it out, the Las Cruces offense and how to, try to undermine the defense, and maybe they're going to get a little more traction and maybe spread their lead out a little bit.
It's what you would certainly like to see, and we'll talk more about that with your Napa Know-How keys to the second half coming up as the homecoming court being introduced. It is homecoming here tonight, and so those young men and women are being escorted onto the field. We'll take another timeout, come back, and continue with your Napa Know-How keys to the second half. Your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show continues. Wildcats up 30-22. Wildcat football continues in a moment on KZOR. And welcome back to your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show from Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. I'm TJ Miracle, high above Wildcat Stadium. Don Morgan on the blue turf at Brian Urlacher Field. Braden Cooper running camera for us tonight. Abigail Schau shadowing. And, of course, Manny V back in studio engineering and producing, and Evie Stuber keeping an eye and an ear on everything. So Lovington in the lead, Dawn, 30-22. What are you thinking, Napa Know-How keys to the second half?
Well, they are going to, have to contain the run that Mayfield was doing so well. I wasn't here to watch the first half, but I was listening to the whole time, the whole way, and listening to some of the success that Mayfield was having, and they were just able, as you said, they were cramming it down Lovington's throat. Well, Coach Bailey said that he felt like his team was really starting to figure things out against Mayfield, and really in the last half of that second quarter particularly. And I would agree. And Lovington, it feels like they're starting to be the team that just is going to be who they are and play their game, as you can just feel that starting to build and in them and see the results on the field. The only thing has been a couple of those bad penalties, and they're going to have to try not to shoot themselves in the foot as they try to stretch out their 8-point lead when they come out. I think it's going to be very important for them to try to score on that possession. They'll have the football to start the third quarter, and I think that they really want to come out and make a statement and get another score on the board on that possession if they can. And I don't know, maybe it's a quick score, or maybe they move the ball down the field and eat a little clock while they're at it. It would be nice to kill the clock a little, but on the other hand, they like those big, exciting, the quick scores and the big plays, so we'll see what they have in mind when they come out.
Well, I think you'll take it. I think you're absolutely right, Don. I think you do have to score on that very first possession, and I don't think it matters how you get the score as long as you get it. I think, perfect world, and there's no such thing as a perfect world. You score, you drive, 5-6 minutes off the clock and then punch it in, and you just wear the Trojans out. But if you score on one play, hey, you'll take it. That puts you up by 2 scores, and then you go from there. And I think you also brought up a really good point, Don, when you said be who you are, and that's something that Coach Bailey has really pushed all season long, is be who you are. And I think if they do that, they'll be fine. I think you're absolutely right. Contain the run. That's kind of been their weak spot the last 6, 7, 8 years, is they do have a little trouble with the run. If they can get the big boys up front to make good contact and wrap up, that too many arm tackle attempts, and that's not going to work when you've got talented running backs coming at you. Wrap up, control the line of scrimmage, and everything will be just fine. And
we have watched lack of finishing on tackles and lack of good tackling technique bite Lovington in games before, and including, in that loss, and their only loss of the season so far. And I think that's very important. They're going to have to remember the basics of tackling and really use it against this talented Mayfield team, because Mayfield, they're very much a team like Lovington that seems to feed off of their offense, and Lovington needs to outdo them on offensive production and out-defense them on defense.
Well, I think you're absolutely right. Our score 30-22 here tonight now, as we are playing the Las Cruces Mayfield Trojans. The Tatum Coyotes right now are playing the Mesilla Valley Christian Blazers. That game in Tatum, homecoming up there, and a score update late in the first half. The last score I've got on that is Tatum trailing Mesilla Valley 16-0 in that one. In Jowl tonight, the Jowl Panthers are taking on Tularosa, and the latest score that I have on that one, if I can get there, 14-0 in favor of Tularosa. That game is also, I believe, at halftime now, and it is homecoming in Eunice tonight. 3 homecomings tonight here in Lee County. The Eunice Cardinals taking on the Kermit Yellow Jackets, and Eunice right now leading that game 7-0. So, yeah, a lot of football going on, and looks like for the most part some fairly close games going on here in Lee County tonight.
And one more thing I would say as far as a key to Lovington's success in the second half, TJ, is no mistakes on special teams. You got to have your special team performing just as well as your offense and defense to really bring that half and be able to finish the way that Coach Bailey said he wants his team to finish.
Well, you are absolutely right. And, finish and make your statement and get the win tonight. Of course, a great night tonight as the Wildcats already racking up 342 yards of offense on the night. Taking a look at what they did last week. And last week, Dawn, the Cats, 393 total yards. They're almost at that after the first half this week.
Wow.
So the offense has definitely been clicking as the homecoming king and queen are being announced out there. So congratulations to Lovington's new royalty. I know that the Lovington schools will have that on their social media channels here in just a little while. As congratulations to them. So as they just announced Victoria Pena as the homecoming queen, so congratulations to her. Halftime here at Wildcat Stadium. Lovington leading 30-22. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Wildcat football continues on Z94 KZOR. Welcome back to Wildcat Football, your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show as the homecoming festivities have wrapped up as the Cats and the Trojans coming back out onto the field to prepare for the second half of action. Lovington leading this one 30-22. I'm TJ Miracle, high above Wildcat Stadium. Don Morgan on the blue turf at Brian Urlacher Field. Manny V in studio engineering and producing. Evie Stuber keeping an eye and an ear on everything. Braden Cooper running our camera tonight. And Abigail Schaus up in the booth shadowing. So we appreciate you being with us wherever you are tonight on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com. And, of course, on Z94 KZOR and the Z94 KZOR app. So 30-22, the Cats back out to warm up. So we'll wrap up your Lovington Auto Supply Napa Know-How halftime show from Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. When you need the Napa Know-How for your car, and trust me, at some point you will, get it from the good folks at Lovington Auto Supply. Lovington Auto Supply in Napa, get up and go. And we'll be right back in 1 minute to kick off the second half. Wildcat football continues on Z94 KZOR.
No.
And welcome back to Lovington Wildcat football here on Z94 KZOR. Getting ready for the kickoff of the third quarter. The Wildcats leading the Trojans of Mayfield 30-22. We have got a good one here tonight. So thank you so much for being with us as the warm-ups are through and just about ready to kick this second half off, Dawn.
Yeah, it's exciting, and of course, I think it was gracious of the Lovington band. They did not perform the homecoming activity and ceremony. Got to take up the entire halftime here. I kind of miss the band performing actually, but it's you don't want to incur a penalty and go too long on the halftime like Lovington did. What was it last week?
Yeah, it was last week. Thank you, Artesia, for costing us a 15-yard penalty last week for delay of game.
Yeah.
So.
Exactly. The band is actually preparing for a competition tomorrow over in Denver City.
Excellent. Good job, and you guys are looking really sharp, sounding really good too, and good luck in that competition.
We've kicked off our season pretty well, having
all right, hold on, guys, as Dominguez will run up on the ball, and now they will, a star. I don't think you can starburst kicking it, but kind of a fake, and then they'll go for it.
Starburst, yeah.
So now they will kick it away as kicking it towards the north end zone. As Dominguez now taking more of his time and some more time. Are we waiting on the officials to release us officially? Still waiting, still waiting, still waiting.
Everybody's looking around like what are we waiting for?
What's waiting? I mean, can we throw a 15-yard delay of game on? Now they've decided they're ready to go. All right, so now the whistle is blown, and Dominguez can kick it away, and he will try the onside kick, and that one's going to bounce. Lovington grabs it and gets it right near midfield. I think the Wildcats got it. Good eye for Lovington over there, and Lovington will have a short field to work with as coming off the field and getting the high fives and low fives and all kinds of fives. Joaquin Vasquez, the junior, managed to get the hands on that one and hold on to it while he was getting drilled up in the air by Mayfield. So Mayfield takes a shot to try and get the ball first, but Lovington now with a 51-yard field to work with, 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line.
Yeah, Chase Terrell doing something good on that special teams play as well.
Yes, they did. So now it'll be twins to the right, single receiver to the left. Deep back in the backfield is Cardenas, and they'll just give it to Dallas, and he'll go right up the gut. And Dallas going to wind up inside Mayfield territory on a pickup of 4. And it'll be 2nd down and 6. His whistle sound. I don't see flags on the field, but
no, I heard the whistles too. But I guess it's just.
And they're pointing. No, they're pointing into the end zone. They're telling the folks to turn their lights off. The homecoming court need to turn the lights off, or we cannot play it.
Yeah, and this could be a problem.
So the lights need to be turned off if they can't hear the PA. The lights have to be turned off, and if it's a new cars, a lot of times you can't turn them off.
They just have to cut the engine.
Yeah, you'll have to cut the engine and turn them off. So,
or back out, park somewhere else.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do that. And so
I got 2 pickups with lights on down there. Turn them off.
This
So
could turn out to be a penalty for Lovington.
So we've got 1 set of headlights on. So
it worked.
5, 6, 7, 8 down, 1 to go. So kill the lights. If you're listening on the radio or the stream, kill the lights. I repeat, kill the lights in the end zone. There we go.
All right.
Finally. There we go. Now they're completely off. That may be the 3rd or 4th. We'll call it the 5th loudest cheer of the night behind the touchdowns for the lights going off so we can play football. 2nd down and 6 after the 4-yard gain by Cardenas inside of Mayfield territory. At the Trojan 47. Send a man in motion from left to right. That's Rivero. Fake the handoff to Rivero. Now Prudencio flushed. Rolls left. Tucks it. Takes it himself. Gets a block. He's across the 40. Into the 35. And then run out of bounds and tripped up. Deeper in Mayfield territory. 14 yards on the keeper for Prudencio and moved the chains. 1st down Wildcats.
Nice 1st down. Justin Madrid is the Mayfield defender who tripped him up finally. Or you might have gotten some more yardage out of that.
Might have, but it moves the chains, and that is effective and efficient. So it'll be between the 35 and the 34-yard line officially. And Matthew did go out of bounds, so that'll stop the clock. But that's okay. Just 40 seconds, less than 40 seconds gone here in the third quarter. Send a single receiver to the right. Twins make that trips to the left. Toss it on the end around, looking for some room. Olguin running out of room. He's got to get to the corner. He will. He's across the 30, tippy toes, and will step out and then gets creamed after he is out of bounds. And yes, sir, late hit out of bounds. That is unsportsmanlike conduct. And so it'll be a pickup of about 4 or 5. We'll see where they spot the ball. They're going to give Alec all the way up to the 20.
He turned the corner, man. Alec was running for his life and turned the corner and was able to do that just in time to move forward.
And he is down, and so he got hit and hit hard on that'll be unsportsmanlike, unnecessary roughness. I mean, they could tack 3 or 4 onto this one.
Yeah, one of the Lovington assistant coaches went out right away. He saw Alec down, and he was running out just to say, everybody calm down. We got a problem here.
Yeah, down about the 20-yard line. You certainly hope that young man is okay. They have not spotted the ball yet. They're spotting it, looks like, at about the 26-yard line.
Just got hit so hard.
Yes, he did, and hit late and out of bounds. So let's see as Alec is up and probably just got the wind knocked out of him a little bit as we await the flag and the call on that.
He might have thought he was in Tatum the way he got hit. I mean,
he got drilled pretty good.
He did.
So we're still waiting on the call. He gets a pickup of 8 no matter what, and then I think we're going to get to tack 15 onto the end of it.
So we're moving down the field closer to the end zone for sure.
And we still do not have a signal from the officials. And they're still talking about it.
Wow.
Take some time to get it right.
I think get the yardage right. I don't think there's any question about the call.
And they still have not signaled what the penalty is. They're marching it off. It'll be down on the 15-yard line, so it'll be a 15-yard penalty. And so, yeah, it's got to be late hit out of bounds, unnecessary roughness. So it'll be first and 10 from the 15. The Cats in the red zone. 13th first down of the night for Lovington. Send Reeves. He'll tuck in on the right side tight end position. Fake the handoff to Cardenas. Throw it across the middle as they tried a little quick slant. And just firing a little bit behind Rivero. That is just the second ball tonight that has found the turf for Prudencio.
And, you know, I think there maybe was just a little miscommunication. He curled in, and Prudencio was still throwing the ball where he was before the curl.
So it'll be second down and 10. Lovington on the Trojan 15, leading by 8, trying to add to it. They'll get the play and come out to the line. Cardenas is the lone back in the backfield. He'll shift over to the right shoulder of Prudencio. Twins left. Now they'll put Cardenas out to the left, and it'll be Prudencio. Keeps it himself. Matthew crosses the 10 down to about the 7-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the keeper for Prudencio, who now has 67 yards rushing, and it'll be third down and 2 from about the 7-yard line. He needs to get it to the 5.
Pretty good tiptoe. He zigged, he zagged, and he lunged and finally went down. Just a little short of the end zone, but still a nice carry.
It cleared out a linebacker, too, when they sent Cardenas in motion. So that helped that a little misdirection. Not really trick play, just misdirection. So now it'll be third down and 2. Inside the 10, hand it to Cardenas. Left tackle, gets out of 1, gets out of 2, and put it in the end zone. 6 on the board, touchdown Wildcats. Dallas Cardenas from 7 yards out, and Lovington goes up by a score of 36-22.
And we talked during the halftime about how important it would be for Lovington to score on their first possession, and they have done just that, marched it down. Now let's see about the point after.
So the point after to come as the Cats now up by 14 points, going to try and make it 15. And the holder will be Cam Ochoa.
I was about to say, that's not Alec like it usually is.
Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up, and flags fly. Don't know if we got an offside again, and we'll have false start on Lovington. And that can happen when you have a new holder in the ball game, with Olguin getting knocked out a little bit earlier, probably wanting to make sure that he's okay. So it's a 5-yard penalty on the Cats. They're 5th of the night for 55 yards. Aranda certainly has the leg. It's actually your holder who controls everything. So a different cadence, a little bit different way of doing things for the Wildcats. So now Cam going to go up and check in on everybody up front. And he'll settle in back at the 15-yard line. Snap is good, and now false start on Mayfield, so 5-yard penalty. They're 9th of the night.
So we'll go back.
We'll trade places. 95 penalty yards on the Trojans tonight. So we'll take it back up, and it's almost like the first one never even happened.
Here we are again. Deja vu all over again, as Yogi Berra would say. Different sport, but it still works.
It is appropriate either way you look at it. So point after attempt, take 3.
And Lovington doing this, with 10:22 left to play in the third quarter. We talked about they like to work quickly, and they did just that.
Yes, they did.
Eating clock would be nice, but maybe they can.
Snap is good. Kick is up, and it is good. And with 10:22 remaining here in the third quarter, the Wildcats take the 37. Whoa. Are they saying no good?
They say it's swept. Yeah, I guess they're saying it's.
All right, they're going to say no good.
Good, but then the other one said it went wide of the upright.
So I guess it went wide right. So all right, with 10:22 remaining in the third, Lovington 36. The visiting Trojans 22. We're back in 30 seconds on KZOR. Welcome back to Lovington Wildcat football here on Z94 KZOR. The Cats take their opening drive, 51 yards, and Dallas Cardenas caps it off with a 7-yard run into the end zone. The point after, unfortunately, no good. But with 10:22 to go here in the third, the Cats up 36-22 over the Mayfield Trojans. I'm TJ Miracle, Dawn Morgan fieldside. Braden Cooper on the camera. Abigail Schaus shadowing in the booth. Manny V in studio engineering and producing. So Aranda on to boot it away. He will kick it down towards the south end of things. Of course, after tonight, the Wildcats have the bye week before they travel to Anthony Gadsden in 2 weeks. Aranda will come up, and it'll be another short mid-range kick as that one is going to go out of bounds. And I've got to think Mayfield is going to take the ball. I don't think they'll make Lovington re-kick it.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so it'll be a kickoff penalty, kickoff out of bounds.
Right.
And I think if they decline it, they get it where it went out of bounds, which would be smart.
It almost looked like he was approaching the ball like it was going to be an onside kick and then kicked it away. And
he kicked it just completely sideways.
Yeah, it's odd. I mean, he's got a great leg, and that's unusual.
Well, I think he just mishit it a little bit. He was trying to do that little mid-range thing and just missed it a little bit. So they're going to say the ball crossed out at the 50-yard line, and that's where Mayfield will take over. So the Trojans get a short kick as Lovington going to move everything around as the handoff to Garay goes left side. He gets through the first level, gets through the second level, drags 3 Cats with him to the third level, and he is going to be 9 yards on the ground. Second down and 1. A little confusion on the line before that play came off, and I think that led to a 9-yard gain for Garay.
Yeah, unfortunately, Lovington is there. They can't let Mayfield. They're already working with a short field here.
They're going to come out with a wishbone look in the backfield. 3-headed running back to Garay again, and he's got a huge hole. He's to the 30, to the 20, 15, 10, 5. One man to beat, and he'll win the track meet from 41 yards out. Garay will take it 41 yards to the house. 4 carries, 88 yards for Andres Garay. And Mayfield answers, and it doesn't take him much time at all to answer. 9:41 to go in the third. 36-28, the point after to come.
And I think they're taking a page out of Artesia's book last week with the wishbone.
Yeah, Artesia didn't run the wishbone, but they just
Artesia,
crammed it.
Was it the week before?
That was Roswell Goddard.
It was Roswell Goddard, that's right.
The point after is up, and it is good. So we'll just keep it right here with 9:41 to go here in the third, as Lovington, with a little miscue on an attempted onside mid-level kickoff, gives Mayfield the ball at the 50, and then Garay 2 carries, 50 yards to the house, and the point after is good. Mayfield definitely not going away here tonight. I'd like to say a big thank you to our friends at the Lee County Electric Cooperative, Master Plumbers, Lovington Auto Supply, Napa, the Miko Companies, First American Bank of Lovington, the Stone Oilfield Services, Devon Energy, Lovington Schools, Man Welding, Cannon Safety, Eunice Pump and Supply, Battle Energy, Eastern New Mexico University, and Bob Sriftway. They make it possible for us to bring you Wildcat Sports here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com, and on Z94 KZOR. Do remember, please subscribe to the Lovington Sports YouTube channel. Once we get to 2,000 subscribers, somebody is going to get $100 of my money. We gave away 100 with our first 1,000. Give away another 100 when we get to the second 1,000. That's not coming from the sponsors, not coming from the station. It's coming from me, just my way of saying thank you for subscribing. Of course, do support those businesses that you see on your screen and that you just heard, because they make it possible for us to do this without having to charge you anything or beg for donations. As they do the little run-up fake kick thing, although I would not be surprised to see an attempted onside kick here. For Mayfield, now trailing by 7, and it will be a short one. And, it's going to be bobbled. That could be trouble as Rivero picks it up, waits for some blocks to develop, gets across the 20, and then out to the 24-yard line. And we've got fighting going on, all kinds of things behind, as number 18 for them, that is Keenan Thompson, does a, some kind of wrestling move, like the rock bottom or something out there.
That was
a body slam, a sidewalk slam.
It looked almost extracurricular.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
So Lovington will have it 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line, leading by 7. Now this is the time where you might want to take a little more time off the board.
Right.
Trips left, single receiver to the right. They'll move Reeves into the tight end position on the left side. Good snap, hand it off. Going over is on Dallas, out to about the 30, so be a 6-yard gain for Cardenas. 2nd down and 4, just stay in front of the chains. That's the important thing.
That's true. Eat a little clock maybe, but just get downfield, keep the chains moving.
Dallas has been eating, 6 carries, 44 yards. That's a pretty darn good average.
Yeah, he's having a good game.
A little over 6 yards per carry. So 2nd down and 4 for the Wildcats from the 30. Fake the handoff, throw it, dump it into the flat with the man. That's O'Gean to the 40, out to the 45, to the 46-yard line. 17 yards on the completion to Alec, and it'll be 1st down for the Wildcats.
Yeah, it was a nice little fake, and then Credencio got rid of the football very quickly. It was a really great just dump right down into Alec O'Gean. It's nice to see Alec back. That shakeup, he's over that shakeup after that hard hit earlier.
2:46 through the air for Prudencio. 1st and 10 from the Wildcat 46. Hand it off to Cardenas, and he is hit at the line and driven backwards. Nowhere to go, as Jimenez and 3 or 4 other guys got him and drove him backwards. And let's see where they're going to spot him. He lost at least a yard, and they're going to say a 2-yard loss on the play, and so it'll be 2nd down and 12.
Yeah, ouch. Mayfield really sniffed that out right away. Just jumped right over the line and into Cardenas.
Yes, they did. So 2nd down and 12. 8 minutes to go in the third. Lovington leading by 7. 36-29. Send Kyler Reeves by himself to the right side. Bunch everybody up tight end on the left. Good snap. Fake the handoff to Dallas. Flip it out to Elijah on the wide receiver screen. He gets across the 40 to the 40, or to the 50 to the 45. and he'll pick up 12 and move the chains. First down, Wildcats on the screen to Rivero.
Yeah, it was nice to get, really, a couple of the Cats doing their job, staying in their lane and keeping their guys busy. Gutierrez, one of them, keeping them busy and out of the way so that Kyler could get that forward progress.
14th first down. There we go. A lot of
Rivero, rather.
For Rivero.
Rivero, yeah.
And for the Cats, their 14th first down. So now Lovington will send trips to the left, single receiver to the right. Prudencio waits on the snap. Good snap. Play fake, has it. Now he's going to be flush. Steps up in the pocket. Hit from behind, hit again. Almost a horse collar, and that's extracurricular. A guy jumping in after he's already down and the whistle is blown. No call on that one. Still a pickup for Rivero as Gomez close to a little extracurricular unnecessary roughness penalty. 2 yards for Prudencio. Good coverage down the field. Kept that one like it is, but still a gain. You'll take it. Second down and 2. Twins left, Twins to the right. Cardenas still in the backfield with Prudencio. Now he's going to look over, change the play at the line. Still plenty of time on the play clock. 14 seconds on the play clock. Prudencio changes the play. 3-step drop. Now he's in trouble, and he is crunched back at the 50-yard line.
Big sack by number 2, Andres Guerrero.
And so that is the first sack of the night for either team. And that'll take it from second and 8 to third and about 16.
Ouch.
Third and 17 officially.
And now got to have a big play. Third down, very important to try to convert on this.
On the bright side, you're taking some time off the clock,
That's
but
true.
That doesn't help you, only up by 7.
Mm-hmm.
Trips left, single receiver right from the far hash mark. Looking, pressured, dumping it underneath. That is Gutierrez. He's got it, trying to get near side, and he is wrapped up and slung down and then gang tackled after he gets back to the line of scrimmage.
By Jimenez.
So it is complete, but no gain.
So, wow, big problem here for the Cats. What do you do?
I think you got to punt it and see if you can pin them deep. And, yep, that looks like the
special
team's going to come out, and I think that is your only option. And I think maybe because you've had some special teams issues, maybe you angle it towards the corner. Just try and get them inside the 10-yard line. Patrick certainly got the ability to do that. 36-29 the score. Lovington up by 7. Z94, KZOR, Hobbs, Lovington, and they will angle it for the right side, but not a good kick as it comes off the side of his foot and will be out at about the 30-yard line. Winds up being about a 19-yard punt. As that one just kind of sounded hollow coming off of his foot. I could hear it through your mic up here.
Yeah, it had to just get that thunk, not that good contact sound that you get.
Yeah, and they mark it at the 32, so it's only a 17-yard punt. Ooh. Ouch. So now it's up to the defense to see if they can hold them off.
And with 5:15 left in the third quarter, Lovington D has got to really come through here.
And look for the run, as I think Coach Bradley watching film and making adjustments. Realizing Lovington having trouble sometimes with the run, so it'll be a wishbone look once again. Lining up under center. Fake the handoff, looks to pass, pressured, tosses, has a man left side. That was Salcido, but he drops the ball. Had to climb the ladder to get it. It'll be incomplete, second down and 10.
And hitting him really on pretty good coverage, but it wasn't completed just because it wasn't on target. But Cardenas was doing a good job right there. Hit him, and the important thing is he just bumped him and didn't try to wrap him up or anything.
And got there when the ball did too.
Exactly.
Timed it well. So it'll be second down and 10 for the Trojans from their own 32-yard line. 5 minutes to go here in the third. Lining up under center, fakes the toss, keeps it himself, goes left side. He's got open field, one man to beat, and the shoestring tackle works. He'll pick up 14, but Lovington bit on the play fake, and then nobody home is Linen now over 100 yards on the day. He's got 103 on 15 carries, and that's the 13th first down for Mayfield.
So Lovington got to do a better job of stopping them, at least slow them down, give themselves a little chance to shake the ball loose, do something.
From the 47, handed off, Garay, as he's just going to bowl over his right guard, and he's going to wind up getting 5 out of it. 92 yards now for Garay on just 5 carries.
And sometimes the failure to stop the run isn't not being able to key on who has the ball. It's been able to get him down.
Yeah, wrap him up and get him down. 6 officially, 2nd down and 4. Wishbone still in the backfield. They will hand it to the tailback, who starts left, brings it right, bounces off a tackle, goes for the corner. Flag on the play as Nevadas is going to be bumped out at the 25, but I think this one is coming back for a hold.
Yeah, I think it was number 14 on the Trojans who held, and I think it was Gutierrez that he was holding, because Gutierrez had a chance to turn around and go stop the run.
So let's see, as Nevadas, ran into the wall, and I think that's when the hold came out before he spun it and bounced it outside. So it's going to wipe out about a 22-yard run, 23-yard run. Stops the clock with 4:11 remaining here in the 3rd, and it'll be holding on Mayfield. So that'll put them at 105 penalty yards on 10 penalties tonight.
Yep.
So move them back 10 yards.
That's exactly what it was. It was holding right here on the outside, just right in front of me, as they were just, as Lovington had an opportunity, a man to turn around, and I think it was Gutierrez.
So that takes them back to their own 14-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 14. Rather their own 45, so 2nd and 13 officially. Looks like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 13, 2nd and 13. Wishbone with the single receiver right side. Heinen fakes the handoff, looks to pass, pressured, rolls left, tries to get out. Patrick Sanchez says no, sir, and a flag comes in. They're going to get him for the horse collar. I've just got the feeling.
Yeah, I mean, it was good positioning. It was right there. He just needed to tackle him, get him a little lower.
Going to wipe out the first sack of the night.
Get him around the chest, not up around the neck and the jersey.
I was going to say it can't be roughing the passer. And let's see, and it'll be personal foul. Yep, horse collar. He got him up in the collar.
Yep.
And so the wipe the sack out in the 15-yard personal foul. Foul horse collar tackle, and that'll be an automatic first down for Mayfield. They're 14th of the night. As Coach Bailey going to come out and I think try and argue his case that it wasn't, but it sure kind of looked like one from up here. So 15-yard penalty, and that'll move them to the 40 inside Lovington territory. It'll be 1st down and 10 for Mayfield.
Well, Lovington's just going to have to do it make the stop despite the penalties.
And so it'll be 1st down and 10 from the Wildcat 40. Trojans on the march. Helped out by a Lovington horse collar. So the wishbone look again, as now they'll start the play clock, the clock.
Lovington coaches are trying to get the Wildcats in position.
And hand it off as coming near side. Garay gets through one and drags a couple of cats with him. Pardon me, that was Nevadas. Pick up a 5 for him. He's got 49 yards on 9 carries. So it'll be 2nd down and 5.
There's a little confusion by Lovington defense on the best way to line up and stop the wishbone.
So 2nd and 5 as they will hand it off, and a little delay handoff there. Nowhere to go. It'll wind up being a pickup of 1. Lovington staying at home and doing a much better job that time. As Linen, I think, cooking himself that time.
I think they're officially given 1 yard.
Yeah, 1, maybe 2, so we'll call it 3rd down and 4. So a big 3rd down and 4 for the Cats. Wishbone look, single receiver right side. Lovington shows they're bringing everybody in the kitchen sink. Linen barking it out, handing it off. Garay, left side, pulls forward, then gets run and moved sideways. He's going to pick up 3. He's going to be short of the 1st down, but you got to know the Mayfield Trojans are going to go for it on 4th down and a yard.
Oh, you know, especially when they're sitting on the 32-yard line.
The Wildcat 32-yard line.
Yep.
So the play will come in from the sideline. Now it is up to the big boys up front. You got to think they're not going to do anything special. And as soon as I say that, they'll, throw it for the end zone. But Linen's definitely got the arm for it.
They're trying something because they brought 3 players in.
They're going to
switched out.
They're going to go big boy football right up front. Line them up under center, 4th down and 1. Fake the handoff, looks to pass, back to pass, tosses it across the middle, and it's complete down at the 12-yard line, bobbled and then caught by Salcido.
Rivero really, had a hand in, interrupted that, thought it was going to be dropped, but somehow Salcido hung on to it.
101 through the air for Linen. 54 of those coming to Salcido. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 11 for Mayfield. Linen changes the play. Looks at it, hands it to the tailback, sweeping left side. Nevadis gets a hole, and then coming back from behind and ripping him. Nope, they're going to say Nevadis into the end zone for the touchdown. Anthony Nevadis, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the night.
And they got a couple of big blocks, keeping Alec Holguin and Joaquin Vasquez from getting anywhere near.
And it looked like Gutierrez had him down, but the way he brought him down, he rolled over him instead of on top of him. And so it'll be a point after attempt, as now it will be the attempt for the tie for Jeffrey Dominguez. Snap is good, hold is good, the kick is up, and it is good. And with 1:50 remaining here in the 3rd, we're all tied at 36. Back in 30 seconds. Wildcat football continues on KZOR. As the Trojans matriculate the ball down the field and score, the point after is good after the 11-yard run by Nevadis. Dominguez with the point after, and that will make this a 36-all ball game right here at Wildcat Stadium. I'm TJ Miracle, Dawn Morgan field side. Braden Cooper running the camera tonight. Abigail Schaus on the shadow. Manny V back in studio engineering and producing. So a shootout tonight at Wildcat Stadium for Homecoming 2024. As Dominguez does the little fake kick and then spreads everybody out. You've got to think, watch for the onside or a short kick. Mayfield's got to be feeling it. And it will be a shorter kick as Rivero goes and fields it at the 20, goes backwards, waits for some blocks to set up. Now he's back to the 20 and then to the 22-yard line where he is slung down by number 86.
We don't have an 86.
We don't have an 86 on the roster, so. But Lovington will have it 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line, 23 officially.
That may be either Dodson or Cabañas. Don't know.
Could be.
Still, from where he caught the ball and the way it looked like the rush coming against him, he ended up, not in terrible. Not a terrible carry.
No, not terrible
what
shape.
He had to work with.
You can't stall out. You have to respond and answer on this drive. Tied up once again. Twins left, Twins right. Man in motion is Holguin. Play fake, and they'll flip it out to Holguin on the wide receiver screen. He's across the 30, gets away from 135, and out to the 40-yard line, 17 yards to Alec Holguin, and move the chains. 1st down, Wildcats.
Yeah, it was a great run. I've noticed Mayfield, when they're tackling, a lot of times they're throwing themselves down. They're going, you mentioned it in that first quarter or so, they go low. They go for the legs or they throw themselves on the ground and do a trip.
17 yards on the completion, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Wildcats needing to respond. Trips right, single receiver to the left. Single back in the backfield is Cardenas. Hand it to Cardenas. Gets an hole. He's across the 45 to the 50 to the 45-yard line and dragged down from behind. It's 15 yards for Ondalis Cardenas and move the chains. 1st down, Wildcats.
And if it weren't for Nathan Black or whoever that is wearing number 13, then he would have had a few more yards out of it. Maybe
so 13,
even
I think, is Nathan Black.
Is it? You think so? Okay.
And I'm pretty sure the name I saw on number 12 was Rodriguez. So.
Okay.
So Lovington, another first down on the march. 47 seconds to go here in the third. All tied up at 36 apiece. Man in motion left to right, and Prudencio will just keep it himself. Bounces it outside. He's to the 40, cuts it back, and up to the 36-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 9 for Prudencio.
I'm glad to see
second
him
and
up.
a yard.
He fell a little funny. He is getting up a little gimpy.
And they're going to say his knee went down actually back at the 39. So I'm not quite sure about that spot, but I guess maybe whatever. So it'll be a pickup of 6 instead of 9. You'll take it. Second down and 4. And I think Lovington's just going to run this clock out. Yep, they're going to try and get one more off to end the fourth quarter. They got to move, though, with 3, with 2, with 1, and they're not going to get it off before the clock sounds. So we head to the fourth quarter. Everybody's tied at 36. Don't miss a minute of it. We're back in 30 seconds on KZOR. Back for the fourth quarter, all tied up at 36. The Wildcats with a second down and 4 facing them. I'm TJ Miracle, Don Morgan patrolling the blue turf at Brian Urlacher Field. Braden Cooper on the camera. Abigail Schaus shadowing tonight here in the booth. And Manny V back in studio engineering and producing. And thank you for being with us wherever you happen to be tonight. Now, Abigail, before we kind of got into a fun third quarter, you and Dawn were discussing the band, and you guys' season already starting.
Oh, yeah. So we competed in Portales at the Green and Silver, and we ended with Best in Class, Best Marching, Best Percussion, and a district award. And I feel like we've gotten a lot better in just the few days that we've had to clean up our show a little bit. It's kind of been chaotic, given that we had the parade yesterday and football game tonight. So tomorrow heading over to Tumbleweed in Denver City and competing against a lot bigger bands than we did over in Portales.
All right, well, good luck with that tomorrow. I know the Big Blue Band, as I like to say, you win every halftime, so go win the competitions tomorrow. Second down and 4 for the Cats. They'll go 3 receivers to the left. Direct snap. Cardenas has some room. He's across the 30. Cuts to the corner. To the 25. To the 20. Gets the block from Sanchez. 10-5. Put it in the end zone. 6 on the board. Touchdown Wildcats. Ondelas Cardenas takes it 39 yards to the house. And on the first play of the fourth quarter, the Cats retake the lead 42-36.
I love it when they run that play, and they do it so quickly that it catches everybody off guard, and sometimes even us. But Cardenas with that direct snap is awesome.
I had a little bit of a near heart attack up here, Dawn, as Patrick Sanchez threw the block that sprang him, but it almost a block in the back. He got just close enough to the side to keep the side judge from throwing it. So now the point after, high snap, but it goes down and the ball goes up, and it is good with 11:50 to go in the ball game. Lovington leading this one 43-36, and we'll just keep it right here. That's the second rushing touchdown tonight for Cardenas, by the way.
Yeah, a nice night. We mentioned that he just had solid carries. He was on about a 6-yard average per carry there, and now he's just increased that and put a TD behind his name for this game as well.
Now he's over 10 yards on the average per carry. 9 carries, 96 yards for Dallas as the Cats trying to make it interesting here tonight. Against the Mayfield Trojans.
Yeah, they've got to stay ahead of Mayfield, because you feel like, and even now, it's great to celebrate, but you look at the board and you know what they're capable of. And 7 points, it doesn't feel like enough. It's been a seesaw game, and now they need to maybe force a turnover and get another score and go up to pad their lead a little here before they just trade touchdowns.
Yeah, force a turnover if they can, or just get a defensive stop, but you got to stop the run, and they have had some issues with that tonight.
Definitely a game of tug of war.
Yes, it is. So Aranda to boot it away. As Caleb up, and he will send that one high into the night sky. Drives Rodriguez back. Salcido, he'll pick it up at the 12. Gets it up across the 20 down to the 23-yard line, and grabbing on and hanging on for dear life is Chase Terrell. So pretty good return there for Salcido, and Mayfield will take over 1st and 10. And
yeah,
let's see
job.
about the 25.
I think Joaquin Phoenix was in there on the stop as well. 20.
How did I miss that one? Joaquin Phoenix?
Joaquin Vasquez. Sorry, did I say Phoenix?
I was going to say.
I'm looking at Vasquez and thinking Phoenix. Sorry.
Definitely.
Joaquin Vasquez, yeah. it's because the Joker, the movie, is coming out. He's on my mind this weekend, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
it's Folly Ado, tell him.
something tells me I know what we're doing later this weekend. So from the wishbone formation, they'll hand it off to one of the tailbacks coming near side. That's Garay. He sweeps it out and gets a room on the sideline, and he's going to be out around the 40 before he's finally pushed out by Ondalis Cardenas. They give him,
Madrid.
They gave him even out to the 43-yard line, so 19 yards for Garay, 15th first down, and that puts Garay over 100.
That was number 3, Justin Madrid, on the carry.
Oh, Madrid, okay.
Yep, number 3.
And now they'll just punch Lovington right in the mouth again and take it deep into Lovington territory to the 45-yard line. And it'll be another first down for the Trojans as Navarez picks up another 10. He's got 70 on 11 carries.
And what did we just say and talk about? You know, Mayfield just being able to move it right down the field and try to score again.
Moving at will, seems like they'll hand it to Navarez on the sweep from the tailback position to the 40, gets a block, 35 to the 30, tries to cut it back to the 20 and finally slowed up and then taken out, but not before he's inside the 20, down to about the 17-yard line. That'd be 25, 27 yards for Navarez and another first down for Mayfield. 97 yards on 12 carries for Anthony Navarez.
They're having no trouble moving through the defensive line
from the 19-yard line inside the Wildcat red zone. Hand it to Navarez. Same play, goes left side, and we've got flags flying, and we are going to have a hold in the backfield as Linen comes over and barks at the Whitecap a little bit, but got a hold on the left side. And, yep, it will be holding on the Trojans. And just looking at things, now the Trojans have 12 penalties for 115 yards. They have kind of shot themselves in the foot a lot tonight. This could be a much different game. Of course, we could say the same thing for Lovington, too. Even though Lovington on the night only 6 penalties at the moment for 70 yards, but a couple of them have been costly.
So this is a good opportunity. We talked about how Lovington needs a defensive stop here or a turnover, and the penalty with a 1st and 20 is a good way to start that.
Of course, when you add up the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 runs that Mayfield has had, they are averaging 14 yards a run.
Ouch.
So now it'll be first down and 20 from back at the 29-yard line. Wishbone look in the backfield. Under center, Linen fakes the handoff to the tailback, looks to pass, pressured, comes right side, has a man, and that one is going to be batted away and cut off by Patrick Sanchez, trying to get Salcido curling around inside the 10. Good coverage and closing speed by Patrick there to knock that one away, incomplete, and it'll be second down and 20.
Yeah, nice that Patrick using his height advantage there. He's got some ups. He's athletic. He's not just a tall, big guy. He's got some muscle. He's athletic. I think he's grown a couple, 3 inches taller just since the beginning of this season. It's just every time I go stand next to him on the line here, I really feel like he's that much taller.
So it'll be second and 20, and that was actually Rivero on the defense. Thanks, guys, for spotting that for me. So from the wishbone formation, once again, Salcido the lone receiver to the right side. Hand it off. Navarez a little jump step, and Lovington stays home and wraps up that time.
Nice.
As Herrera grabs him and brings him down after just a 2-yard gain. That gets him 99 yards, though, And it's an important 3rd down and 18 now for the Trojans. The coaching staff imploring the blue and white faithful to make noise as the defense chant starts up in front of our booth. 3rd and 19. It'll be 4-down territory.
And Mayfield is going to stretch them out from one side to the other on this.
Watch it. They could run it here. Twins left, twins to the right. 3 men across the front for the Wildcats. Heinen gets it. Fakes the handoff, looks to pass, goes on the left side, has a man at the 5 and into the end zone for the Mayfield touchdown. 29 yards to the house for Mayfield, and they will be within a point of tying it up once again.
Mayfield is trading punches with Lovington here, and we have 85 points combined with still
and that's going to be
almost 10 minutes left to play.
And that's going to be Rodriguez from 29 yards out, his 2nd touchdown of the night. That'll put him over the century mark. 108 on 5 catches for Rodriguez tonight. As the point after to come, the snap is down, the kick is up, and it is good. And with 9:54 remaining in the ball game, we're all tied at 43. Wildcat football continues in a minute on KZOR. The Mayfield Trojans have come to play, and they cap off a 77-yard drive with a 29-yard strike from Linen to Rodriguez. The point after is good, and with 9:54 remaining in regulation, we're tied at 43 apiece. Don Morgan Fieldside, I'm TJ Miracle. Thanks for being with us tonight from here at Wildcat Stadium. As Dominguez will come up, and this one will be a short one as Rivera will field it at the 25. Little stutter step to the 30, gets slapped in the face, no call on the face mask. Gets it across the 30 to the 33, and that's where the Cats will take over 1st down and 10, Dawn.
Yeah, first contact came by 86. We don't have an 86 again on the roster, but that's who made that first kind of slap into the shoulder.
And got the shoulder before he got the mask, so okay. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats, and important to answer back here if you are Lovington. This has kind of got the feeling, Dawn, that if we don't go overtime, last possession may win.
Yeah, just back and forth until somebody is able to force a turnover, get an INT, score 2 touchdowns in a row instead of just back and forth.
Empty set in the backfield, trips to the right, single receiver to the left, and Cardenas going to keep it himself, brings it right side, stiff arms a man, and then he will hop out at the 39-yard line. It'll be 6 yards on the direct snap to Cardenas, and that will give him 6 and 6 is 9, 102 on the ground for Dallas Cardenas. Yes, me trying to do math is not a pretty sight.
That was Josiah Vega who basically knelt down in front of him and forced him to run out.
10.2 yards per carry average, though, for Dallas. He will be the deep back with Prudencio back in the ballgame on a 2nd down and 4. Waiting on it, fake the handoff. Now they'll throw it. Oldeen on the wide receiver screen across the 50. Gets away from one to the 40, to the 35, and taken down from behind by Xavier Ochoa. But he's still going to be down at the 30-yard line. So there's 11, 21. That is 31 yards and move the chains. 1st down, Wildcats.
Nice run, really. And I love that. That play has been very effective for Lovington all night long.
3:06 through the air now for Matthew Prudencio, and they have needed every one of them. Lovington is nearing 500 total yards of offense tonight. Matter of fact, they're over 500 of total tonight. Twins left, single receiver to the right from the Mayfield 30. Now they're going to settle Cardenas even deeper back behind Prudencio. They'll hand it off. Dallas starts it left, brings it back right, stretches out to about the 27, and as we've got some late, as Valente Herrera getting mad and taking it out on Hunter Sanchez, and they're going to get you for that every time. They're going to get Val for unnecessary roughness. What you hope, though, is that they don't get him for flagrant and toss him, because they certainly could, as Herrera is not a happy camper, our All-State offensive lineman up there, and that's just bad. Something, they never get the guy who starts it, and it will be personal foul on Lovington, unsportsmanlike conduct, and that'll be 15 yards on the penalty, and it's after the play, so it'll be loss of down as well. So it'll go from being first down and 10, and then with the gain, about second down and 6, it'll wind up being second down and about 20. Second and 25, as they're going to take that one all the way back to the Mayfield 43. Now they need to get to the 21, so it's second and 22 with the loss of down. Twins left, single receiver to the right. Waiting on it, hand it off. Cardenas brings it left and nowhere to go as his line collapsed on the left side. And cleaning things up over there was Santiago Herrera and Zuniga.
Yep, and that's the problem. When you get somebody, after you've caused a foul, then you're usually it's on your mind. You're trying to be very careful, not get another penalty, and a lot of times it makes you less effective in your job for at least that play.
So now third down and 22 for the Wildcats. Again, you've got to stay in front of the chains. 8:30 to go, and it was a penalty, a bad unsportsmanlike conduct penalty that stalled him out before. And that's really been the difference in this one. Twins to the left, Twins to the right. Prudencio waits, has it. Matthew back, has time, protection. Now it breaks down, dumps it to Gutierrez. He'll get it, get away from one, get away from two, run back, get a block, goes for the outside, trying to turn the corner, gets across the 40 to the 38-yard line before he is gang tackled, and then another late jump in and no call on it. And the Wildcat faithful are barking. Yeah. It's a 7-yard gain, and, there should be a couple of late hits there. Yeah. So 7 yards, 57 yards on 4 catches tonight for Gutierrez. And it is fourth down and we'll call it 18.
He had to run about 50 yards from side to side to get the 7 forward, but at least we have positive yardage.
But now it's fourth down for the Wildcats. They've got to get it all the way to the 21-yard line for a first down. So trips to the left side, single receiver to the right. Cardenas in the backfield. Prudencio, low snap, handles it. Gets good protection. Now he's going to be flushed. Rolls to the right. Looking, fires, throws it, and batted away at the last minute as Lovington wanted the pass interference. Not going to get it, and it'll be incomplete as the Boo Birds in blue come out below us, and it'll be over on downs to Mayfield. Now Lovington's defense has got to figure out how to stop a run.
Yeah, I mean, more than one of the coaches over here was hollering at the instant, that happened, wanting that pass interference call.
Not going to get it, though, so over on downs. And it'll be Mayfield football, 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. But
so
they have basically they have stuffed it down Lovington's throat in this second half, and it looks like they're going to do it again. Although they are going to come out in a 4-receiver set and shotgun formation for Leinen. Leinen from the shotgun. Nevadas is the single back with him. Hand it to Nevadas, and he'll go through and he'll rug forward for about 3 yards. Or the Cats will bring him down. Herrera and Garcia teaming up.
And Munoz in there as well, 72.
1:02 on the ground now for Anthony Nevadas. 2nd down and 7. Both teams with all 3 timeouts. We click down to the halfway mark of this 4th quarter, all tied at 43 apiece.
Lovington fans being asked to make some noise again.
Twins left, Twins to the right again, as Leinen going to go up and change the play. 2nd and 10 Now his center going to bark out something to his line mates. Low snap handled, give it up, and right up the middle to Nevadas, and he squirts across the 50 to the Wildcat 47-yard line.
And that's
really 15 yards for Nevadas.
That was Valente Herrera who started the stop by pulling on the leg and started to try to bring him down before he stumbled a few more yards and came down.
Still good, though, for a big gain and another first down for Mayfield. That's their 17th first down of the ball game. Now they're inside Wildcat territory. Put the ball down at the 48-yard line officially.
And clock is still running, and we are about 5:50 left to play in this game.
Of course, the Cats do have the quick strike ability. And so on a first down and 10, they go back to the wishbone as Garay, he's going to just take it over right tackle, and he's going to be close to first down yardage. I think that's Garay, or was it Madrid?
It was actually number 3, Madrid.
Okay. So he's going to pick up 9. He's got 2 carries for 28 yards, and it'll be second down and 1. Mayfield going to be content just to continue to run the clock. Mayfield is the number 6 team in the coaches poll in the Max Preps rankings. They are not a pushover. Lovington number 2 in the rankings after being number 1 for much of the season. But Mayfield trying to pull the upset here tonight. So it'll be second down and 1. The wishbone in effect again. Lining up under center, hand it off, and going to the left side, Madrid again, and he will take it down to the 30-yard line, another 9-yard gain, and it'll be another first down for Mayfield. They are just methodically pounding the ball on the Wildcats.
Rivero got him down, kind of did a somersault in front of him to bring him down, but again, not before the first down.
The Wildcats have got to figure out how to stop a runner. Have not done it tonight. They've got 3 backs that are almost, they've got 2 that are over the century mark, 1 that's almost there, and another one that's a third of the way there on 3 carries.
And the wishbone has been very effective from Mayfield tonight.
Yeah, they're just playing big boy old school football.
Yep.
And flags fly as hopping off sides is Mayfield. That'll be their 12th penalty for 120 yards. Let's see if that'll stall them out with 4:22 remaining here in regulation time, all tied at 43 apiece.
Lovington really needs the stop. They need maybe an INT.
INT, turnover, something.
Yeah, something. Get the ball back and get a score on the board.
So from the 34-yard line, first down and 15, 4:09 remaining in regulation. Wishbone with Salcido by himself out wide to the right. Take the handoff, and they will give that one to Garay, and he'll get to the 30. It'll be a 5-yard pickup for him, and they will now have 3 running backs over the century mark, as he has 100 exactly. Nevadas.
Actually, I think that was Madrid again. It was number 3, not 2. 2 is still standing up right next to Lennon.
All right, then I will make that change. 42 yards on 4 carries for Madrid. So second down and 11. 3:25 remaining in regulation. Don't know what kind of leg Navarez, or rather Dominguez, has, but they're not thinking field goal.
They're wanting the TD.
Lining up under center. Hand it off, coming near side. Across the 30 to the 29-yard line. Just a pickup of 1 on that run for Madrid again. And so that'll be now third down and 10 as they get the penalty marker back, but now they've got a third down and 10. It will be 4-down territory for the Trojans.
Very crucial point in this game right here, right now.
Yes, it is. You got to stop them here and force the 4th down. Third down and 10. Mayfield deep inside Lovington territory at the Wildcat 29. 2.5 minutes to go in regulation, all knotted up at 43. Big boy football, everybody up on the line. Fake the handoff, keeping it himself and staying home that time. Good job by the Cats. Lineman will wind up with 5 yards out of it, but he could have gotten a lot more. Lovington did a nice job staying with him with Olguin, and also big number 74 over there. I don't have a 74.
Nope.
But he did a good job.
Yes, he did. It's a good stop.
So now it'll be 4th down and 5, and it will be go time for Mayfield. We are under 2 minutes to play.
Ticking down to overtime.
I hope not. So it'll be 4th down and 5. Go time for the Trojans. 10 seconds on the play clock. Mayfield's going to have to use a timeout. There's no way they are going to get there. They are running this down before they take the timeout. And they will take the timeout with 1:34 remaining in the ball game.
Yeah.
Mayfield 34, Lovington, or rather 43, Lovington 43. We'll just keep it right here, Dawn.
Yeah, well, Mayfield, obviously, they're trying to run as much time off the clock as they can. They don't want to make this get in there and score as quickly and leave Lovington have time to score again. They're trying their little gamesmanship, clock management here, and they're rolling the dice and trying to hang on to the ball. If they hold on too much, eat too much clock, and it could end in a tie. This could bite them, but they're thinking if that's the worst we do, then we've got overtime.
Yes, you do, and I think there is some different overtime rules this year. I'll have to look it up. I hope we don't get there. If you're Lovington here, you just need to stop. As Carlsbad, we saw this at the Carlsbad game. Carlsbad scored late to take the lead, but then they left Lovington time, and Lovington quick struck them in and wound up going on to win that game.
So it's going to be really important. Again, this is just a crucial point in this game right here. 1:34 left to play. Tied up 43 all. This has been a heck of a ball game. This has been exciting, a tug of war, but it's not over.
Twins to the left. From the shotgun, they're going to go 2 tight ends on the right side. Lovington goes in a shift on the line. 4 men up front. Nevadas tries the hard count. Lovington doesn't bite. He's going to take it himself. Swings to the right, and he is going to be sacked back at the 31-yard line. First sack of the night. Linen goes down, an 8-yard sack, and Lovington will have a chance in 128 to drive it 68 yards, or at least into the leg range of Aranda to win this one.
We've definitely seen them able to do this. They've been able to drive it.
Yeah, if we can get it down to field goal range, he's definitely got the leg for it. So a field goal would win it. Of course, you could just go for the big play and go for the end zone as well. But if you can get it down close enough to at least get the field goal, Aranda has a pretty good record this season.
Gonna need to get it down to around the 25-yard line to feel really comfortable about it. So Lovington comes out in the 3-receiver set. Twins to the left, 1 man to the right. Deep back is Cardenas. Prudencio with it, high snap, give it to Dallas. Gets a block up front, he's across the 40 to the 45, out to the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14 for Dallas and move the chains. First down, Wildcats.
And going to have to either have a quick set offense or call a timeout. Looks like hurry-up offense here for Lovington.
And they're going to say his knee went down before he got the first down. It'll be 2nd down and less than a yard. 1:06 to go. Prudencio guns it. Has a man coming toward the middle of the field and right to the first down, or rather the middle of the field. Gutierrez 9 yards on the completion to Jaden. And timeout taken by the, actually we'll have an injury timeout.
There is a Mayfield player down on his back.
3:24 through the air for Prudencio. First down for the Cats. They're 13th of the night.
And I'm not sure. Is that one? Or no?
I don't think so.
It's not Lennon.
No, I don't
it's
think
number. I see a 1 and then something. It's 11.
It is number 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's number 10.
Xavier.
Oh, and number 10 is Ochoa. Yep, Xavier Ochoa.
I'm sorry, I was getting some help by one of the players down here, and he was trying to tell me who that player was, but that's not who it said he was.
So now if you're Lovington, you've got right at 1 minute to get at least 25 yards, but you'd rather just have the touchdown. Still all 3 timeouts to work with. Right at midfield. Quad receivers, Twins left, Twins right. Cam Ochoa in the backfield. As they're telling him move the clock. There we go. Reset the play clock at 40. So the 2-minute drill is on. Twins left, Twins right, Ochoa in the backfield. Credencio waiting on it. High snap. Hand it to Cam. He'll go right side. Gets away from one. Gets away from two. Gets across the 45. Down to the 44-yard line. 6 yards for Ochoa. Second down and 4, and timeout by the Wildcats. As they've got to get, the closer you can get, the better you feel.
43 all, 42 seconds left.
Who would have thought we'd be looking at 86 points in this ball game at this point? I certainly didn't.
And got to have more.
Yep.
Lovington, of course, the loudspeaker announcer trying to implore all the Lovington fans to really come alive. I mean, if they're going to pack the stands for homecoming tonight, you know, be watching the game and be really participating and help the team make some noise, and that's what they are responding and doing. And
Mayfield right now has got to be thinking deja vu all over again. They lost a heartbreaker late to Deming last Saturday at Field of Dreams, 29-27. So Lovington going to try and put another dagger in the Trojans' heart. The Trojans going to try and come out on the right side of one of these.
Yeah, Lovington wants redemption after last week's loss. They want to win their homecoming game, and they want to put another win, another district win in the column for them.
And if you get that 6th win, you guarantee a winning season. Trips to the left, single receiver to the right. Out of the Lovington timeout. Good snap. Matthew with it, pressured, steps up in the pocket, wants it all, goes down the left side, pass interference, thank you very much. 15 yards and move the chains, first down Wildcats.
Oh, yeah.
That was a push before it even got close to him. 135 now on 14 penalties.
And that's the other thing that can happen when you go for the long play. The other team is just so pressured into doing whatever they can to stop you that they may make a mistake, and that's exactly what they did.
So that
should Lovington a big gift here.
That should put Lovington out about the 30-yard line, maybe inside the 30, with 34 seconds remaining. And they will put that one down at the 29-yard line, 15 yards. 14th first down of the game for the Wildcats. So now it'll be 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. So they need, I've got to think, at least 10 more yards before they even think about putting Caleb out there.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I mean, he's got the leg to do it from here, but the closer the better.
Yep.
Twins left, Twins right. Good snap. Matthew with it. Delayed handoff. That didn't work. You're going to have to take the timeout as Cam going to lose a couple.
Timeout, Lovington.
Yep, as Cam and Ochoa loses 2 yards, and it'll be 2nd down and 12. Yeah, Dawn?
I was just saying timeout, Lovington.
Oh, yeah, and that's the right move to make. So a 2-yard loss on the delayed handoff. And 27 seconds remaining. While we've got a moment, say a big thank you to our great friends at Bob's Thriftway, Eastern New Mexico University, Battle Energy, Eunice Pump and Supply, the Miko Companies, Cannon Safety, Man Welding, Lovington Schools, Devon Energy, Stone Oilfield Services, First American Bank of Lovington, Lovington Auto Supply, Master Plumbers, and the Lee County Electric Cooperative, making it possible for us to bring you Wildcat football here on Z94 KZOR and the Lovington Sports YouTube channel.
So, TJ, if you're in the huddle, what play do you call for right now in this situation?
I'm calling a slant to Gutierrez over the middle.
To try to get him in the end zone?
I'm gonna try and get at least 10 yards out of him.
Try to get him out of bounds to stop the clock?
Yeah, if you can. So that means instead of maybe running a slant, you better run a flag route. I don't know. You got options. Twins left, Twins right. Credencio throws it across the middle. It'll be complete to the 10, to the 5, and Gutierrez down inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. Take the timeout.
15 seconds.
The
clock is running.
It's good
Timeout,
for 27 yards to Jaden Gutierrez.
8 seconds left on the clock.
And so what you've got to do here, you've got one play to go to the end zone. No, actually you don't. You better bring the kicker on and go for it here.
You go for and I don't know. They're going to talk about it. there's no indication there in the huddle. It's just the offense out there. It looks like they're going to run the play, but we'll see what the call is.
You've got time for, if you got it, your only chance here, you've got to throw it into the end zone. 27 yards
right.
on the last play. You've got to go for the end zone, and if you can't catch it, knock it down and then kick it.
Because if you get stood up, the clock is going to run out before the defense will just try to stand up a runner and keep him out of the end zone, and the clock will run out. So yes, if you're going to run the play, you're going to have to throw it, or you're going to make the decision to try to kick the field goal.
Yeah, I think you take one shot into the end zone. I think that's what you do.
And then you've got a timeout left. Take a quick timeout.
No, you're out of timeouts now.
He's out of timeouts. I thought he had one more.
No, you're out of timeouts, so you've got to take one shot. That way, if it is incomplete, you have a chance to kick the field goal.
Right, you got 3 or 4 seconds left on the clock.
You should have about 2-3 seconds left. Yep.
Just enough. All right,
so Lovington has got one shot at it. It is first down and goal from the 3-yard line.
Sorry.
First and goal from the 3. The Cats have got one shot at getting this. They better put it in the air because they don't have time to run it.
And now there's some.
Now they're changing the play. Prudencio going over to change the play. They're putting everybody in tight.
The spot is on the 3-yard line.
From 11 seconds left. Splitting Ochoa out wide to the left. Rolling right. Prudencio got to throw it. Can't get sacked here, and he does, and that will push this one into overtime.
No, there's still clock.
There's still clock running.
Yep, the clock is running.
They've got to get to the line, and they burned it out. And Lovington, as we are going to overtime here at Wildcat Stadium, 43 all at the end of regulation. Oh my goodness.
Well,
goodness gracious.
This is amazing. So what did you figure out and find out as far as the overtime, the rule here on overtime?
I am still looking, and we will be back in 1 minute for overtime. Wildcat football continues in a moment. Welcome back to overtime here at Wildcat Stadium, as there will be a coin flip. I'm still looking for the official rules of overtime, but we are tied at 43 into overtime. I think the way this works is if you get the ball first, you win the toss, get the ball, and you score a touchdown, it's over. If you don't, the other team gets a shot, whether it's a field goal or an over on downs, but I don't swear to that.
It's not sudden death.
Well, it is if you get a touchdown. Like I said, I'm looking for the official rule.
And the refs have the team captains out on the center of the field talking to them, I'm assuming, about the rules and making sure that they have everything clear and they know what they're up against, what each team can and has to do. And yes, Cam Ochoa and out there talking against Luke Lennon with the refs, and all set. I wish I had an O to indicate overtime on the score bug. It only goes to the fourth quarter, and there's nothing here to indicate that we're in overtime. The bug is just going to continue to say fourth quarter. Sorry about that.
That is okay. Well, we are in overtime, and it looks like the Wildcats will get the first shot at it. They used to take it from the 20, but maybe it's closer in now. And again, I didn't find the new rules. So it'll be from the 10-yard line. So Lovington into overtime. And they will have the ball first to start it. They need to get the touchdown. And again, I'm not sure if both teams get a possession or if it is if it's like the NFL where the first team gets a touchdown, it's sudden death. If they don't get a touchdown, the other team gets the ball.
All right, so we're about to find out.
So it'll be from the 10-yard line, first down and goal for the Wildcats. Going to split twins receivers to the left, a single receiver to the right. Single back in the backfield, waiting on it, hand it off. Going to the left side is Ochoa, and he's going to be knifed down at the 8. It'll be a pickup of 2. So Ochoa picks up 2. He's got 42 yards now on 7 carries. Second and goal from the 8. Jaden Gutierrez checks in. Is checking out is Kyler Reeves.
Yeah, the thing about the overtime is you have to cut to the chase. There's no guessing on what another team is going to do. You're going for it on every play.
Yes,
You're going
are.
for the score.
It's overtime on Z94 KZOR Hobbs Lovington. 9 o'clock homecoming night, all tied at 43. The Mayfield Trojans came to play. Trips receivers to the left, single receiver to the right. Waiting on it with time, going to the back corner of the end zone, and Gutierrez, he gets it, yes sir, put 6 on the board, touchdown Wildcats, 8 yards to Jaden Gutierrez, his 7th catch of the night, his 3rd touchdown catch of the night, and the Wildcats will go up 49-43 with the point after to come.
Gutierrez did a great job of it was like a starting gun pistol when he got off the mark and ran for his spot, and he was able to do that. Prudencio again, likewise, getting that ball out of his hands quickly. It was marriage made in heaven right there.
And
both of them quick off the trigger.
And I think you have to go for 2, and so the Wildcats will go for 2. So the 8-yard touchdown, and the Wildcats will go for 2. Prudencio under center. Take the handoff to Ochoa, throw it to Ochoa, and in and out of his hands. Cameron not able to hold on to it. It'll be incomplete, and so we will flip into the field, and now Mayfield will have the opportunity to tie it and win it in overtime.
Yeah, it was really tough because Prudencio was getting a lot of pressure. He had somebody coming right at him, and he got the ball off just in time. But again, just not quite. Just not catchable.
So now Mayfield will have the opportunity from 10 yards out. And then if they can score a touchdown on the 2-point conversion, that would end it. If they score a touchdown and Lovington can stop the 2-point conversion,
we're still tied.
Yeah, that's right. Or better yet, just stop them on 4 plays and win the game. Whatever it takes, keep them out of the end zone. First overtime. Now Lovington scored but missed on the 2-point conversion. They lead 49-43. Mayfield has 4 plays to get it into the end zone. From the wishbone look, they are going big boy football. Lining up under center. Barks out the commands, has it, and he drops the football, and it is loose on the turf, and Mayfield gets it back as Linen is going to wind up falling forward for a yard. It'll be 2nd down and goal from the 9 into overtime.
Whew. You realize the game was almost over there.
The game was almost over right there. So 2nd and goal from the 9. The heartbeat beating faster. I hope you've enjoyed this one tonight. We sure have. Wishbone again. Linen hands it off. Sweeping to the left side. As Nevadas, not a lot of room to run. He's going to fall forward to about the 6. Wow, they're going to give him good forward progress to the 5. It'll be 4 yards to Nevadas.
Alec O'Gean and Cameron Ochoa brought him down.
So now it's 2 plays for the end zone for Mayfield from 5 yards out. If you are the Trojans, you have to score. You have no choice here.
This has become a game of nerves as well as, just as toughness and first strike, quick strike.
So who is going to blink first?
It's a game of nerves.
And mine are really starting to fray. Under center, Linen keeps it himself, is hit in the backfield.
Sanchez.
Patrick Sanchez keeps him home, and he'll fall forward to about the 2-yard line. That kid must be nearly impossible to bring down.
Yeah, because Sanchez got to him right away from behind, trying to wrap him up and bring him down. He just couldn't get him.
20 carries, 105 yards for Linen tonight, and he's been sacked once.
4th and 2.
So it is 4th and goal from the 2. Mayfield must score here or Lovington wins.
Crazy game, a crazy finish to a back and forth game. Exciting. This game has felt like it's gone so quickly. It's been, of course, high scoring games do that.
4th
now
and goal from the 2-yard line. Overtime here at Wildcat Stadium. And whistle sounds and timeout taken by Mayfield. We'll just keep it right here.
Oh, man, this has just been
I'm not sure why Mayfield's taking a timeout. I don't think there's any question about what they're going to do.
Right. I guess there's maybe just a question on exactly how to do it. Maybe they saw Lovington lined up and the coach thought, nope, I want to try something different. Let's ice them. Let's bring back. It felt like Mayfield had a lot of momentum there, but maybe they also are reacting to how noisy and loud the Lovington fans are, and they're just trying to take a breath, step back, and try to make Lovington get into that intense defense again.
Maybe.
Into that headspace where you are just intensively, consumed and obsessed with stopping them any way you can.
And you've got to do that. It is one play. Mayfield has to get it 2 yards into the end zone to force the tie, and then they must go for the 2-point conversion for the win.
49-43.
And here we go as noise being made at Wildcat Stadium. Wishbone look.
Coach Bailey on the bleachers saying, let's hear you, fans.
Everybody up on the line. Waiting on it, Linen hands it off. Nevada's left side cuts it back in, and he will take it. Did he get into the end zone? Yes, he did. Yes. They finally say he broke the plane. That is the 3rd rushing touchdown of the night for Anthony Nevada's, as Lovington has just had trouble stopping him. 123 yards for him, and now a 2-point conversion to win it.
Sanchez came up from the bottom of that pile, limping just a little, but he looks okay now as timeout's taken.
And Lovington, I think you get 1 timeout per overtime. And so Lovington has got to find a way to keep Mayfield out of the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Mayfield tonight, and I'm going to do some quick math, and that's going to be dangerous. I know. There's 1, 2, 3. They have rushed for nearly 400 yards tonight. Yikes.
That's crazy. Of course, you look at the score. 49-43. That's not hard to believe when you realize the score is what it is.
Yeah, 49-49.
Yeah.
And so
I wish it was still 49-43.
You and me both. So this will decide if we have a second overtime or if the Wildcats fall to 2-2 in district and 5-2 overall. And they can kick the field goal. Lovington decided to try and win it.
Okay.
So Dominguez to win it. Low snap, it's handled. The kick is up, and it is good. And the Mayfield Trojans have won. They have knocked off the Lovington Wildcats 50-49 to win this ball game and to go to 3-4 on the season. Drop the Cats to 5-2. Wow. Yeah. What a ball game. We will be back with your Devon Energy postgame report right after this. Wildcat football continues in a moment on Z94 KZOR. And welcome to your Devon Energy postgame report from Devon Energy, proud supporters of Lee County Athletics, as the Wildcats fall tonight in an overtime heartbreaker, 50-49 to the Mayfield Trojans. Taking a quick look at the numbers in this one for Mayfield, they get just shy of 500 total yards tonight, 366 of them on the ground. Anthony Nevadas leads the way, 123 yards and 3 rushing touchdowns. Adrian Garay with 6 carries, 95 yards and a touchdown, and Luke Linen, 20 carries and 105 yards. And Madrid coming in late, 5 carries, 43 yards. 130 through the air as Linen goes 10 of 16 for 130 yards, 2 touchdowns, both of them coming to Rodriguez. And no interceptions. 130 through the air, 366 on the ground, 496 total for the Lovington Wildcats. Matthew Prudencio finishes up the night 21 of 25, 359 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 1 interception. His favorite target tonight, Jaden Gutierrez. He had 7 catches, 101 yards, 3 touchdowns. Alec Olguin, 5 catches, 86 yards on the night. Cam Ochoa, 2 catches, 34 yards, and a touchdown. Elijah Rivera also a couple of catches for 85 yards and a touchdown. On the ground, Dallas Cardenas, 12 carries, 116 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns. Cam Ochoa, 7 carries, 42 yards, and Prudencio himself with 10 carries, 70 yards. Cumulatively tonight, 359 passing yards for the Cats, 241 on the ground, means, and I'm not good at math, but I can do this one, 600 total yards tonight for the Wildcats, over 1,000 yards total offense tonight between the two teams, and it was Mayfield winning it in overtime after Lovington went for 2 in the overtime period and came up short, and that let Mayfield score and then kick the point after to get the victory, 50-49. So the Wildcats will have a week to lick their wounds, as it is the bye week next week before they hit the road and head down to Anthony to take on Gadsden. That'll be 2 weeks from tonight, as Mayfield has got to be feeling help bolster them as they get a game back to within 500, and they ruin homecoming night tonight here at Wildcat Stadium. As Coach Bailey speaking with his team, Don Morgan, of course, down there preparing for the Lovington Auto Supply, or rather your Bob's Thriftway coaches conversation. Mayfield tonight was flagged 14 times for 136 yards of penalties. Lovington on the night, just 7 penalties, but they were almost all biggies, and 85 yards, and a couple of those making a difference when you get into it. And each team with 2 turnovers on the night. Lovington, actually, Mayfield only with 1 turnover, as Lovington got a pick 6 that got called back on one of those penalties we talked about, that roughing the passer penalty that would have been the difference in the ball game. I mean, credit where credit is due. Mayfield never went away. They kept it close, and they punched the Wildcats in the mouth. Now Lovington is going to have to find a way to recuperate and get their heads back on straight, as they have now lost 2 in a row after starting the season 5-0, as the team huddled up. And, of course, I have a feeling they'll be working on things bright and early tomorrow morning and then getting ready.
Yeah, they talked about a meeting at 8 in the morning to, get bruises and bang-ups fixed, and then film at 10 and to talk about this.
Yeah, going to be a lot there.
Yeah, there's a lot to unpack, from this game.
Yeah, there is. I mean, normally, if I told you we had 600 yards in offense, Matthew Prudencio had 4 passes that didn't hit the turf, really only 3 passes that didn't hit the turf, because one of them got intercepted, and we had 600 total yards, you would think we had won this game probably by 6 touchdowns.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you look at the stats.
Lose by 1 point. Yeah. 15, make that 20 first downs for us. They had 18, and just didn't go good. So Bob's Thriftway coaches conversation.
And, these are always tough conversations, Coach. Thank you very much for coming over and talking with us. You just told the team in the huddle that this loss tonight, just like last week's loss, doesn't define your season. What else did you tell them?
Well, I told them that I took some risky opportunities, some chances, and played the game fearless, and I have to handle that now. At the end of the day, I got to look at their faces and understand that could have made some different decisions that could have won them a homecoming game and made us, win a football game. And just had some. I mean, I'm going to have to explain myself. I signed up for this job. That's part of it. Just had some thoughts that I thought were the right calls, and at the moment you do, and you can always second guess them. Thought we called a play right there with 8 seconds left to where if it wasn't open immediately, Matthews out of the pocket can throw it out of bounds, and he didn't get that opportunity. And then going for 2 right here, thought we, had a great play. And when you got a great play and you got an opportunity to take advantage of going up 8 on a team right there in overtime, I think you take it. And I probably make that decision again. And we just didn't make the play. And that's still something that I have to answer for.
You don't have a crystal ball, and you just have to take your best guess, your best chance at the time. Go with your gut. Go with everything that's informing your decision. Make that decision, move forward. It's so easy afterward to say the play, the coulda, woulda, shoulda, because hindsight, as they say. That's what the saying is famous for a reason, because it's perfect. Hindsight's perfect. But, man, when you're in the moment, you don't know. Yeah. So besides, the overtime and just the score on the board, what do you think made the difference in this game as far as it went back and forth, got tied up, went into overtime? Is there anything that you would point and look at besides decisions on what to do on certain plays and certain downs and certain points of the game that you think made the difference in the outcome?
I mean, part of it is the decisions, though. I'm just being honest. I felt like we played a little fearful last week. And so maybe we overcompensated and played a little too fearless tonight, and so that's part of it. I feel like our guys played really, really hard and made some amazing plays when we needed. I told everybody all week long that this was a tough football team that we're going to play. I knew they're physical. They run the ball well. Everybody wants to talk about how good Demi and Gadsden are, and this team played Gadsden within 8 and Demi within 2. And so they're good. And they're coached well. Coach Bradley's been around for a long time and is a very, very good coach. And so, if they were gonna be physical, and we just I don't know. We didn't make enough plays at the end of the day. We didn't make enough plays.
But it is faith over fear, and you go in there, and if you're happy with the team in terms of how they played, in terms of a little more fearlessly, and not quite so tentatively, really throwing it all out there, and trying to execute on every play. TJ just went over the game stats while you guys were in your huddle, and I was listening to them, and you made the point, and it's true. You look at the stats in this game, any other time, you guys would have won this game by 6 or more, just because of how well you did play, and really how hard the team did fight, and how well they played. Just not tonight. Yeah,
they made as many or more. Obviously they made a few more than we did. And so, stats don't mean a whole lot at the end of the day. The last thing that I'd say, the most important thing is my love for these guys is unconditional. And it doesn't matter if they make the play. It doesn't matter if, they miss a block or miss a tackle or drop a ball or miss a throw or whatever. It's unconditional. I love them forever. And so, and I know and I believe that they do too. And so I'm just hoping that right now we can lean into each other. That's the main thing for me. We got a bye week coming up. We're going to have a lot of time to lean into each other and figure out, who we want to be, and how we're going to respond, because I still believe this football team's capable of doing everything that we planned on doing at the beginning of the year.
And do you like the 2 weeks to do it? Do you like the bye week in this instance, or do you think that's too much time?
No, I think it's great right now. I really do. I think, honestly, you have some family issues or whatever, right? Let's go home and talk about it. And so we get some time to spend behind that blue door without some of the other stuff going on and prepping for another team and thinking about another team, and just get to focus on us. And I think it's going to be very beneficial.
All right. Just be you.
Yes, ma'am.
And coming up in 2 weeks, you have yet another, tough opponent. This is just a massively tough district that you guys are in. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's the toughest district I've ever seen. It's super competitive every single night, and we knew that going in, and we're prepared for it. And I believe at the end of the day, it's going to come down to who's playing the best football in November.
This toughens. This is this is an opportunity, a test, and a heartbreaking 1 point loss, but a lot of good things came out of this, and hopefully, as you said, you just begged your team in the huddle. You were begging them, stay positive, stay positive.
Yeah, you only have 2 choices here, and it's to stay positive and love each other harder, or turn around and stab each other in the back and get mad at each other. And that's not what we've preached for 3 or 4 months or 5 months or whatever. And so I'm praying that that's who we really are.
All All right, and we'll be there in 2 weeks, and good luck. And again, lessons out of losses and makes you tougher, adversity, overcoming that, faith over fear. Good luck in that, and have a good 2 weeks, Coach.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Appreciate
you
you.
for calling.
All right, thank you very much, Don Morgan, and our coaches' conversation, and thanks to Coach Bailey for taking the time with us. We definitely appreciate that. And with that, we will put a wrap on this one. Lovington homecoming not going the way the Cats wanted it as they fall in overtime to the Mayfield Trojans, 50-49. For Evie Stuber keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square. For Manny V, our producer and engineer tonight, for our Shadow Abigail Schaus, for Braden Cooper, for Dawn Morgan, I'm TJ Miracle saying so long from Wildcat Stadium. This has been an exclusive presentation of Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. Good night, everybody. Have a great weekend.